So, as per usual, I'm doing the end at the beginning. We've just finished the podcast. I'm outside my house. Got a couple of thank yous. Got to say thank you to Leon and Kerry and Chloe and all the staff at Denny's for looking after us again. It is our second home. They are trying to make it our first home. Very kind of them, and we may very well do that to save my missus giving me shit every time I got the boys or whoever else over in my house doing a podcast. You're not going to believe what happened, to be honest. We turned up at Denny's, me and Paddy, and Mickey's there with none other than John Coates. So John Williams is running late. Super John Williams is running late. He's an hour late. He's up in Cardiff when we speak. So Johnny Coates jumps in instead of him. John Williams comes after. So instead of the advertised double trouble, Michael Howard and Super John Williams, we've now got a threesome. Super John Williams, Michael Howard, Johnny Coates. This is episode 33 of the AIC podcast. I haven't listened back to it, obviously, at this point. There's 5 of us. There's actually 6 of us in a room because John brought his mate with him as well, right? And I'm not sure about the sound quality at points because obviously we've never done 5 before. So just bear with it. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Trust me, I had a great time. All 3 of them are completing at the characters. Me and Paddy had a great laugh. It's nearly 3 hours long. Should keep you entertained. Just final word before I go and I leave you to episode 33. There's going to be no podcast next week. We tried to arrange something from Tuesday, but I'm going away Wednesday. So it's just going to be not possible to do a podcast next week because I'm not going to be in Swansea. So we'll be back the week after, and we've got a big one the week after. June the 7th. It's a big one. I'm not going to drop it yet. Just get your ears around episode 33. John Williams, John Coates, Mickey Howard. Have a good time. Ciao for now.
Ambition is critical.
So we've subbed Super John out.
Only for a minute, mate.
For a minute.
Right?
40 minutes.
Yeah.
For 40 minutes, because he's running late, he's in car.
See, he's not even in the car, he's running, isn't he?
He's
It's 40
he's
minutes in the
jogging
car,
on.
it's fucking 25 on foot, isn't it?
So we've still got Michael Howard, and we've got the other Super John, Super Johnny Coates.
Unbelievable.
Out of the
Come out
blue.
of nowhere.
Totally took us by surprise. And so this, until Super John's going to turn up in about 45 minutes, hopefully. Running down the M4 like Haile Gabri Selassie at the minute.
Fuck, it
through
is
the ring.
fucking 91 sports car.
So this is episode 33 of the Ambition is Critical podcast with me and Paddy, with Michael Howard, with Johnny Coates, and then eventually John Williams when he gets here. You right, guys?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
they just had the fucking beers in, that's so fucking...
Yeah, no, they're going to be alright for the night, but it's not like me and you were working, Pad, you know what I mean?
Well,
We've got to take it easy.
We've never met, like when I come in, I literally thought Coates, he was fucking Michael's fucking scary mate from fucking Birkenhead. Genuine now, right? I can't believe that we didn't know. But this is what we've got to understand about Swansea. Morriston is like his own little fucking village, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
Morriston is a world unto itself, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? All the monkey land. We've never met. And we should have, really, because we're from fucking Swansea. One of the biggest idiots who have ever played for the fucking club, I've heard. This is what I've heard, all the stories.
Didn't Kurt tell us a story about him? Kurt tell us a story about him
Go on.
climbing a fountain or something somewhere.
Yeah,
what game was
possibly,
that?
like.
Wembley or something? Oh, I don't know, maybe in away with Wales.
You've done a few things to them, yeah.
Climbing a fountain?
Yeah.
Climbing in a fountain? But not
We've been in the fucking league all day, you know, that's the problem, right? Fucking hell. We've had two for the price of one a week today.
I know, yeah, it's always praise. But thanks for coming, boys, anyway. And, you know, this is it. This is our home away from home now, so you can see now that you've got the real setup. You know what I mean? Coachy, I don't know how it would have gone down if he would have come in my house. My missus might have thought he was fucking burgling the place. You know what I mean? You and Super John comes in like my missus is running out the fucking back door, like, you know. But this is it now, and fair play to Denny's. Like, the manager rang me, I hadn't told you about this, but the manager rang me yesterday and was like, look, we want you to make this like your home base. You know what I mean? So Even though, you know, it's my house is like the sort of like we said before, like the spiritual home of the podcast now, but it's a cracking setup in here.
Oh, listen, I'll take fucking Denny's twice a week, anytime, right? My missus just back on Slimming World War, so we're probably going to end up finishing. She's fucking shit. Absolutely. I'm in Kentucky in the car again. She's back in Slimming World. The fat cunt, right? She's aiming to lose 2 stone. At the minute, she's 2.5 stone away from it. Fat cunt. How she managed that, I don't know. So fucking, I'm happy to come to Denny's twice a week, mate, with fucking Johnny Coates. That's a fucking dream for me.
Like the food's coming out. I'm coming here every week.
Have an audience in the background.
The thing is, like, I'm going to have to shoot Australia after this because I can't have any food. But if you stay to food with Paddy, watch your fucking fingers. Because he don't fuck about. We were sitting across, it was like a Mexican standoff last time he was here, just sitting there, like, looking at the fucking chicken wings, I guess.
Oh, nothing's being left alive, like, you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
He's not taking it home for him. He'll still have a German doner kebab on the fucking way home as well. But, so, football this weekend for you? Or you're not playing?
No, I'm injured.
Not playing?
No.
Talk us through the injury.
Hip. I don't know what's happened. I think it was either walking football or five-a-side up with the boys.
Play walking football?
In work, I've done it in work with MySpace construction company.
Right.
It's fucking hard work, to be honest. So.
Yeah, how do you walk?
It's
Like, I know
solid, mate.
you can put your foot on the ball and you stop the game, don't you?
Yeah.
But I not, you know, just if you're just constantly walking.
A lot of cheating going on, like, do you know what I mean?
Got to be, because you just naturally would break out into a
Yeah.
into a sprint, wouldn't
Well,
you?
I would be fucked, wouldn't he?
I
Wouldn't
was
be
going
able
to say, yeah,
wouldn't be able to
fucking
walk,
hell,
would he?
yeah. You'd be like the fucking Flash, wouldn't you? Fucking Willow playing all these fucking walking cuts.
But yeah, it was hard. So yeah, done me hip in. Spoke to Chrissy Millers and he said, yeah, you're struggling, mate. So I'm gutted really, because great day last year down in Johnstown. They really looked after all the lads down there. So I was in Carmarthen's pitch this year. So yeah, missing it.
It's alright down there, Carmarthen. Well, it was weird that, is it still a place that's like backs onto someone's house?
Yeah, it's a big car park behind it. It's 4G now down there.
Oh, it's changed. I
They changed it all, yeah. I've been down there for a few years.
On there you go. Did you ever play there? It was like the back.
You were there for a while, weren't you?
I was going to say court.
Play there, no?
No, the old pitch used to
I done
back
for 1 week.
1 week. Was it?
Let's say,
That was enough. For me.
No, I was back down the Swans when I got released.
Yeah,
But I was back with the Swans training with them Monday to Wednesday.
yeah.
And then in the end I needed some cash, so I went and played for them on a Thursday night. But it just happens that it was because I'd done that. Curtis then had only put me in training the next day and said, do you want to be on the bench on the Saturday?
fuck.
I couldn't because I was signed for Carmarthen. So I was out of window.
Well,
Yeah.
being a local fucking boy, you know, I fucking didn't realise you were Scouser, don't I, to be honest, right? Because you settled down here,
Yeah.
I honestly thought,
Birkenhead I'm from.
oh, is it really like Subi
Yeah.
Tranmere boy? Am
Yeah.
you? Oh, fucking.
That's where it
we've got to
started
be
out
chuffed.
from, yeah.
That's who started as
Yeah.
apprentice, like you
I,
said.
when you were at Liverpool pre that,
Schoolboy, I don't know my schoolboy
Schoolboys.
forms, so 16, 9 to 16 there. Got released, didn't get an apprenticeship, and then I went to Tranmere and got my apprenticeship there in first year pro.
I said,
Who
we
was
had,
it?
sorry, go on, John.
Who was there at that time
Where, mate?
playing Tranmere?
When I first went to apprenticeship, John King was there. He had a good side at the time. He'd just gone through the divisions, and then John Aldridge took over player manager, and he was, you know, he
Wank.
attracted some good players in.
It
You know what I
was
mean?
wank, yeah.
In the fact that he wouldn't move, but what a goal scorer, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he would have thought
Must be
yeah.
still good in it.
Oh,
You know, the fox in the box, like,
So,
fucking
it
hell.
was frightening to watch, do you know what I mean? To see someone who'd been at that level.
What,
They
Bill
had some good
Wills?
players there. They had like Pat Nevin was there, Gary Stevens, the old England right back. He was stinking actually in training. He was
Really?
thinking, thinking he should have been playing for us. He should have. But you know, as England international,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
going to be a player.
Because
but
they would have been like a championship side at that time, wouldn't
he
they?
was championship.
Well,
yeah.
no, when he played for Everton, they were the fucking best in Europe.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
Gary
we're talking about when
Stevens,
Mike was
yeah,
there.
yeah. We had like Sean Teal, the old Villa centre back, quality players. You know what I mean? Outstanding. So we had a cracking side in the playoffs a couple of years. But yeah, never. It's totally different now, isn't it? The 23 boys are.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near the first team. But back then, you're playing in the 18,
Yeah.
and then you got the reserve team. I only played when I come down to Swansea. I only played 5 reserve games. You're thinking, you know, so inexperienced.
Yeah.
Because it was a big thing to play. They had like Alan Rodgers at the time went to Forest for 2 million. Andy Thompson had played like 500 games for Wolves, unbelievable player, but not really a household name.
Yeah.
Wolves legend, you know what I mean? And you had like 3 or 4 left backs in front of you. So, you know, when you're a young kid, if you want to play games, you've got to get out there, haven't you? But I'd only literally played 5 reserve games before I come to Swansea. And I was lucky because they were all like a bag of shite down here. Because they hadn't been playing any reserve games all season, so I come on trial, been playing it, and they didn't have reserve games at Swansea then, did they? Kurt organised 3 games. I think 2 of them were against Bristol Rovers. So we played Bristol Rovers, Yeovil, Bristol Rovers. Linton Brown played and people like that.
So what would you do if there was no reserve games? If you weren't in the squad, you were just not playing like it.
Well, I couldn't understand that because I've been at Tranmere and we had a really competitive B team, a really competitive A team, reserve team that you couldn't get a look in. And it was a big thing to even just go and train with the reserves at the time. And then you come down to Swansea and it's like, nothing organised, no lads hadn't played all season. Do you know what I mean? And
what was it? Bristol Rovers and all that. We played them. Was it out under Barrows?
it was Corky I come down, didn't I?
It was under Corky you too.
And they hadn't been, they were out the reserve league for some reason, so they hadn't been playing games. But,
combination, I think.
That's what it was called. It was like the Southern Combination or something, wasn't it? And they played like Bristol Rovers, and it was like the Southern side.
Played you 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
So who signed you then?
Corky signed me. I come down in February on trial. February, and then.
What year?
98, yeah.
Fuck, is it that long ago?
Yeah, I was only come down here. I was only 18 when I come down here.
Corky was there.
So Corky was there, but he made us come in all summer. So we had the end of that little season. Chrissy Edwards was there. I think he just got a move. The end of them, he was struggling. He was struggling 3rd, 4th, and bottom. Where he was struggling. He gave me my debut away at Notts County. I think they won the league, and Allardyce might have been a manager.
So that was when he first came, so you would have been like 18 or 19,
18 I was, yeah. Again, I hadn't played any reserve games, so I wasn't coming down expecting to play. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, I'm coming. It's what you see at Tranmere is that competitive. They had all the levels, and then you come down to somewhere where you're thinking it was a bit of no organisation at all. Like, do you know what I mean? So then he got sacked last day before pre-season. Corky got sacked, and John Hollins took over. But he'd had us in all summer, twice a week. And I think I was on 125 quid a week when I first signed.
Oh, fucking hell.
Doing my driving lessons, getting the old Greyhound bus down, spending all my wages to come down on a Tuesday, pay for your digs Tuesday, Wednesday, go back home Thursday, just to train on the beach for 2 hours on a Tuesday and Thursday.
That's crazy.
Just to be a footballer, like.
Because you're under 21, he said, you don't get paid if you don't come in, simple as that. So you're travelling down, that's what you've got to do, innit? That's all you do.
Mate,
so you wanted to do it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that you didn't, lend the money off my mum to get the train down and shit like that, and then
I can't remember none of that.
have a 5-a-side and
Well, you must have lived the dream, you did.
right on his doorstep, wasn't he?
Well, no, what I mean is, who was you with as a kid, or was you just always with the Swans, like?
Just 16 left school, come straight down there as an apprentice.
Is that? That's all you knew.
My brother was down there at the time.
Who was down there?
My brother.
Right,
Apprentice with Sean Shartle and all that.
Yeah.
Jason Bowen. So by the time they left, and I took over, he went Frank Barrows and that was, it was a proper club. And Frank looked, the reserves, everything. He came over and done a bit with you. With some managers, didn't take no notice of the kids and that.
Because he was like the proper old school coach.
Yeah, he'd come over and do Coven Hour with you at the end of the after they've done the first team, he'll come over and have a look. And
Tommy Hutchinson would have been coach, really?
Tommy Hutch was there when I was about 15, 16. I can't remember him being
He's
there.
Paddy's favourite Swans player of all time.
You got him in early this week, by the way.
Paddy talks about Tommy Hutchinson pretty much every podcast.
When I was 14, 15,
but I did hear, as a coach, he was a fucking animal on my.
Yeah.
I heard he was fucking on it.
That's what it was like then.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He give you a clip, will you?
Yeah.
So different now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the game's changed.
Like Churchy said, he'd fucking lock you in the fucking room.
Yeah.
With a bike, you know what I mean? Fucking boiling hot.
I don't know.
It just wouldn't happen now, innit? It's just a different era. Like
we weren't allowed to drink water pre-season. Ronnie Moore wouldn't let you drink water.
Well,
what during like
pre-season
He
training?
thought that was being
2 days on the beach.
Week.
Right,
Yeah.
Psycho, man.
2 days. 2 days on the sand hills. You go to the woods for the day. 2 days on the track.
Yeah.
You had big things. You wouldn't. The apprentices, first team could. Apprentices, nowhere near the water, the scraps at the end, like, do you know what I mean? Or fighting over it.
And that's like when you
shit, like.
And that's only like
in those
say
days, but like
96
in
maybe.
winter
Do you know what I
time,
mean?
in winter time, everybody throws out all the clothes on.
Yeah.
Apprentice, we weren't allowed to put nothing on. You'd say, if you was an apprentice, fuck off. Put
Yeah,
shorts on, get out there. fucking
freezing,
over
like.
where the stadium is now,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old
Mova.
Mova.
Yeah.
Walk across, all the first team, they got everything on. That's we're not allowed to wear anything. Fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
And strict as in, like it make you feel as if you're weak-minded type
Yeah,
of thing.
Yeah.
Fucking loopy.
Look at it now.
Nuts, man.
Look at all that compared to now.
Yeah.
You know,
I respect
when everyone's
that type of
praising
people,
the
yeah.
assessing you on as if for Fulham, someone
Wash
said,
his
"Oh,
kit."
he missed his fucking left arm. He missed the kit, man."
Yeah.
And he ironed his shirt and brought it back in.
Yeah.
Fuck, well done. Everyone's singing his
Yeah,
praises
yeah,
today.
yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Tommy, I should have had him fucking in sand up a fucking beach. Didn't it?
Ronnie Watton used to get the apprentices. Ronnie's he's brilliant, wasn't he? The Swansea youth team coach, he'd have the apprentices running around bollock naked, do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You know, 5,
Fuck,
8
proper Harvey Weinstein
8
shit,
laps
like.
in 12 minutes, boys,
Yeah.
bollock naked, do you know what I mean?
Singing,
Laughter
she'll be
with him,
coming round
you
them
know.
up, yeah,
What?
naked,
Yeah.
holding hands, paired up, holding hands, skipping round the pitch,
Right.
singing, she'll be coming round the mountain. That's because they didn't clean the dressing rooms properly or something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture him in churchy fucking naked.
Old,
Fucking
see that head, mate.
putting me
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
it's putting me off my fucking Denny's if I'm honest, mate. Fucking hell. Fuck
No, that
me.
was my brother's age, Chapel and all that. Like, he's 2 years
He
older
was older
than
than
me,
you,
innit?
like, was he? How old was he when he broke into the first team, man? He must
On the
have been
bench
just
or
after. He was a dynamic left winger, just after
Yeah.
Tommy Hutch. So it was. He must have been there.
Gary Glevd, I stayed, obviously, different now. We stayed, the boys, when they come down, stayed on the B&B, the Glevden.
Right, yeah.
Gary Glevden, salt of the air type family.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
after the boys. And I remember him talking about Coaty when he first come down. He just scored his goal against Leighton Orient.
Yeah.
A worldie, and he was showing me on the telly, rewinding and that. This Coaty, he's got, this skillful boy, look at the goal he scored. A lot of clubs looking after him. He was talking Liverpool at the time, Sid, wasn't there? And they're talking the papers, you know what I mean?
You lot fucking tell me that.
He was the first, we wrecked his career basically, didn't we? But yeah, they were all talking around him at the time, and I forget that he was the first player he spoke to us about, do you know what I mean? Boundy and Charlie Arfield were staying in
Yeah.
the
Gary
in the
Owen.
Glevden. Yeah, he's a great fella, wasn't he?
Snoggy, Chris Snoggy used to play, he went down to Portsmouth.
Oh, you know.
No.
So sacking him now, can't remember, fucking embarrassed.
Who was in for New Liverpool then? Is that the rumour?
There's rumours at the
No.
time, wasn't there?
Yeah?
It'd be a little,
Paper
that's
talk.
what all this just about, someone turns up on a gate and this Liverpool scout has come down to watch someone,
Yeah.
so everybody starts
Yeah.
talking.
Because
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
doing well, it's like, they must be coming to watch
you get to know
Coates.
whose names are on and what
Yeah,
tickets come, and someone will say, oh, so-and-so's down, and you get to know who's scouting, don't know who they watching or
Yeah.
doing.
Any young
Oh,
kid
fuck
breaks
all,
into the
like.
first team, innit? Do you know what I mean? The scouts
Yeah,
are
of
gonna be
course.
watching,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it was around the time, there's a few of us who
Yeah.
potentially they trying to make out as if just trying to get a bit
Trying to
profile,
yeah.
raise your profile.
Well, at
like,
that time, there would have been no money in the club, innit? Like you're saying,
Oh,
you're getting
fuck
paid
yeah.
125,
Yeah.
and it's probably costing you money.
Yeah.
You would have been on.
Well, when I got in the team, you was talking second year apprentice and first year pro, you'd have £50 per week as
Yeah.
a bonus.
That's just a peanuts money,
Yeah.
though,
If
is
you
it?
play 2 games,
Yeah.
That was a
that's
one.
shit. You'd
Yeah.
Oh no, that was so. It was
apprentices would only get, I'd only get £50 per week.
right.
You'd be gutted if you play 2 games in a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, of course.
Chuffed
Yeah.
to be involved.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking spirit. But then Corky
£50 a week.
£50 a week, yeah. Corky sorted out, changed it to 150 a game,
Is there?
and we won the league. And to be winning those games
Yeah.
1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and be earning 150 each game
Yeah.
on top of your wages.
Of course, yeah.
Fucking great year.
So who won the league as well then?
I don't know what year it was.
What are you on now, Sid? Oh, so you were still in your apprentice contract when you won the league?
No,
No,
it was
you
later
weren't,
on.
yeah.
That was sorry, but that's how. I think it was.
You changed the
Must have been
structure.
on
was
that
cold.
then.
You changed the
Yeah.
structure, yeah, so other people would have
I
been
see,
earning.
yeah.
Under Burrows, that's the way he was.
Yeah.
Sharpie told
Sorry,
him what
mate,
the
yeah.
bonuses were. And it wasn't until Corky turned
Yeah.
up and said, that's fucking disgraceful.
Yeah.
Give those kids a bit fucking more. And it all changed then, and then when
Yeah.
he started
Yeah.
changing, people's wages were going up.
Don't know if that affect they were all. Surely it must affect the way you want to play as well. You must be
No,
trying a
because
bit
you're
harder.
trying to get in the team, you're trying your
Yeah.
hardest. I was only on £100 till I was 20.
Yeah.
I think it was first year pro £100, second year pro £100. I think Burrows put up the 150 or threatened, saying,
Yeah.
You've just about done enough, I'll give you an extra 50 quid. And that was it. And then
Yeah.
obviously at the end of that season, Molby turned up. I got released early in, like April or something like that,
Yeah.
because I wanted to know if I was getting a contract. And he said, I'll give you a free. So I fucked off to Wrexham with Flinney and that. He wanted to take me up there. He said, you're definitely on a free. I said, yeah. So he phoned Sharpie. Now I'm in Wrexham now, sitting around the table with Flinney. He's phoned Sharpie, and Sharpie said, what's he on about? Fuck, no. I want 25 grand for him.
Oh.
So it'd gone from being told 2 months
So
earlier
then,
that I'd
in
free.
that situation,
Yeah.
because there's no money around, that might put Wrexham off, then, isn't it?
Well, of course
fuck
it would,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking mad, but it just happened that I carried on training with us, with the reserves and that, and everybody, as
Yeah.
normal to the end of the season.
Because he was like a fixture in the club, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Everyone fucking
Monday
knew
and
him.
I was still getting paid
Yeah,
till
yeah.
the end of June or whatever. But then it was the last game of the season, which I'll speak to when Wales comes now, against, where did Stuart Roberts go? Wickham.
Yeah.
That's right,
He
yeah.
played Wickham last game of the season, beautiful day.
Yeah.
Mobley's up. He said, do you want good news or bad news? I said, give us a bad news. You're not playing. I didn't
You didn't give a fuck at that point, yeah.
I didn't find out. I just left the dressing room, borrowed 20 quid off Wills, who was playing for them.
Yeah, out of his 10 grand running
20
money.
quid off him.
Yeah,
Went
yeah.
straight in the bar
Yeah.
and I just got leathered all day.
The only
just
time
sat
he's
there-
ever carried
sat
money with
there
him.
watching the game. with the
This
game
is why he's
going
saying
on
it
as a
now,
guest.
because he still owes Wills the 20 quid, didn't he?
I was fucking watching the game, beautiful day.
Yeah.
So what was the good news? Good news, I was having another year.
Oh,
But
right.
I didn't find that out until the next day, because I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
all about the fucking
Thank fucking
He was just thinking about going on a piss.
yeah, thank fucking didn't
believe it.
smash the Harry Griffiths bar up. Otherwise you'd have never had the fucking contract, would it?
mad, like. And then from then I played every game for the next 5 years or whatever.
Do you think you
Unbelievable,
missed out
yeah.
on, do you know Steve Zelli? You know Steve Zelli?
Yeah.
Really good mate of ours, like fucking one of the best mates. Like, he had the chance to go away and he didn't, or something happened. The Swans sort of didn't tell him that someone like either Compy or Millwall come in for him, and he stayed home. And Dean will tell you, it's probably the worst thing he done, simply because he's home bird, he's out with us fucking all the time.
We ruined his fucking career.
Like, he was 17 years old, right? He out on the
Yeah.
piss with his mates.
Same with Andy Robbo, wasn't it? Andy
Probably.
Robbo, exactly the same,
Really?
do you know what I mean?
He needed to get away.
He needed to get away and look at the play he'd become when he come away,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Because who was he? He was with
He was
Tranmere
a,
as well.
Again,
was he?
Tranmere, but you know, a few
I think he-
issues there when he was at Tranmere.
he was playing like non-league when he signed
Yeah,
pro or something, wasn't he?
Camel yeah, I think it was Camel and reserve team manager. I think a few issues with Ray Mathias and turn up a bit worse to work, etc. And then he's come away and probably the best player without, you know, even I think even Trun says ability wise.
Really?
Oh,
So,
it
yeah.
was just incredible.
Yeah,
Well, he
it's
said,
lovely
when
to
the-
watch, mate.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you play in the Legends
Quality.
game against Man United?
no,
the
only
Liberty.
Trun's gets an invite for them. doesn't he?
Well, Robbo was playing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And the goal he scored in that game, did you see
Yeah,
it?
he's outstanding.
Oh my God! You know the
I did
ball.
see it, yeah.
The ball's played
Yeah.
in, and he doesn't even take a touch. Have you seen the goal?
Yeah, yeah.
He dinks the keeper from about 30 yards. It's just like, well, that's
Yeah,
Robbo.
yeah.
You haven't lost it. Like, you know, he may be carrying a little bit more timber than he was before, but
Quality.
he was the
player,
best
yeah.
on the Swans players that day. He was head and shoulders the best player on
Yeah.
the pitch. You know what I mean?
It's just natural. He's just got that natural ability. You know,
See,
Britain's
didn't
got
he
it as
play
well,
down
hasn't
the
he?
Carmarthen for the
Yeah,
charity, the last
yeah,
one?
played down Johnstown, yeah.
They were all annoyed. Who's getting annoyed? He wouldn't pass. He couldn't get the ball. He wouldn't pass to anybody. It was funny as fuck.
Would you pass to any of us? I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
He's trying to get rid of his quick as he can.
I don't want it.
Yeah. Michael's walking round though, and he's still playing walking
I might be
pop,
on
isn't
the-
he?
I might-
He's
I'm
dodgy,
behind-
yeah.
I'm
How
behind the
would
right
it-
wing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Power walking up and down the
No, that was him at full pace, that was.
Yeah.
No, but go back to Dean. Dean's a cracking kid. But you don't get to hear, you'd be surprised what goes on and you don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know that probably still goes on now to a certain extent?
Yeah, of course we
You
will,
know
I'd
what I mean?
imagine. like.
It probably still goes on.
Molby,
What was
it
he
must
like,
have been a Mover
Molby?
before the stadium got built.
Yeah.
We were over the Mover and I was with the under 21s and they were, it must have been 18s or 21s and they were round in, you know, the lake.
Yeah.
The hotel, Hilton it was.
Yeah.
At that
It's
time.
McEwen.
That's it,
So
yeah.
Molby said, get your ass back round the ground, training ground. He didn't want to speak to her. So driving back now, oh, fuck, what have I done? Who's fucking
What
phoned
car
the
were you
club?
in, sir?
Someone see me do something.
What car were you in?
It was my little Fiesta Poplar. Poplar one.
The Mercedes was being cleaned.
With a big sticker on the back saying best. What was it? Oh, I'm not saying that. Forget that.
You're not gonna say-
turned around and Wigan are supposed to come in. And this is what I found out sorry after. But he'd said, right, I've got a contract for you to sign. I was like, I just signed one. I'm fucking sign another one then. You're on the bonnet of my car, I ended up signing.
Right.
Twat, didn't question too much type of thing. Just, but then obviously it was Wigan that interested,
Yeah.
and they wanted me signed because I was only on £100. They would have got fuck all for me because they would have gone for a train on the train boom.
Tribunal,
Yeah.
So they just tied me up straight away.
Did they?
I
Crafty
didn't
though,
care
innit?
because I just thought fucking right.
Yeah,
I'll
Yeah,
sign
so
it.
what did
Extra
they? What
50
did they
quid a
give you
week.
extra? That was it, was it?
A young impression
No,
on
but
it,
I
do you know
went
what I
up.
mean?
I was I won too bad. I went with the 375.
Oh, well, that's yeah.
But you could tell, and I not clued up. I should have said no, and just gone back and carried on playing and seen what happened.
Yeah,
do you mean?
and see what come of it. Like.
Who don't strike me as the type who's going to fucking bust out this solicitor saying,
You know.
Court's like that.
Hey, sign that, right,
Who
go
offering
back.
Courtsy 300 quid a week? He's thinking, fucking hell, he does Thursday's 2 for 1 up a week, but he's fucking got, he got gammon, egg and chips on the mind.
Ten more splits a
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
We were just about to have dinner, so I was fucking mowing, just signing that and going back for dinner.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Fuckers.
What was he like, Mulvey?
great to me, but you know, a few of the boys and a few.
I wasn't there under Moby. I
No, I was
just
going to say.
seen him as a player, and you know,
I don't know.
I remember
everybody
Moby
else seems
scoring,
fine. I found him alright type of thing.
Mm.
Whether it was because you started playing and you training well,
But
he loved that.
He was picking
Yeah,
you then
Encouraged
as well.
to
Yeah.
great.
He was picking you regularly then, yeah.
I mean, I started that season when I come back in. He just started every game, and he was fuck knows how. Just
Well, obviously he
Come
saw
back a
something.
different
Yeah,
player,
of course, yeah.
too many goodies in the summer.
I'll, was
In a
it,
different frame of mind, didn't I?
was it the Northampton game then? Who would have been in the squad for that, wouldn't he? Who would have been
Yeah.
playing?
That was 97, 98, wasn't it? I was 17 I was when we went to that.
Yeah,
So I
97.
would have been
When I
97,
was born,
97.
Before, 96, 97, is it?
It was 96, 97 season,
Yeah.
so it was 97 when we played Northampton,
Yeah.
because I was 17, so it was 97.
So was who in that squad?
Yeah.
Who the fuck we didn't get on?
You cheeky.
Huh?
I'm going to tip through to slag me off for the free kick.
No!
That's the first person who hasn't fucking said anything. John Frayne took a free kick. I come
Yeah.
up the wall, blocked it too early.
No way.
Took it again, bent it in
And
the
then
corner.
bent it in the
then-
corner.
Fuck,
It was
yeah, I
fucking
remember the
hard.
fucking last minute, if I remember.
It was
Or
last
last
minute.
couple of
It was
minutes.
the last minute, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking one of the hottest days of the year,
It
innit?
was, yeah.
I had a fucking wig on, otherwise I had a fucking... My head was like a Findus crispy pancake.
Oh,
it was fucking boiling,
Because
wasn't it?
havoc had
Oh,
that
fuck.
to me.
Oh, yeah.
We decided to go in the only pub that's got like 4,000 fucking Northampton fans in, and there was a
Yeah.
bus of us, 52 of us walks in there. Thank fuck they didn't want to beat fuck out of us. We was all
But if you
sitting
remember,
around
it was a
like,
massive
fuck,
queue in the bar, but we just fucking robbed this fucking little
There's a little shop
Pakistani
there.
shop over the road, do we? We
No.
fucking, we emptied
He
him.
come out,
He
he
didn't
come-
know what the fuck, he stopped ticked on the Tuesday. He was £900 down, poor
There was-
fucker, wasn't he?
there was a
Really
can-
bought a pack of chewing gums.
There was a chemist, I sees him walking out of the chemist, right? He got a little baby bonnet on his head, and it was when Shooting Stars was on all
Yeah.
the time, and he came out like George Dawes, and we were singing, "He's a baby, he's a baby."
Even the Northampton fans were singing it. That was fucking devastating. Fucking hell. Fuck me.
It was fucking great day out. Well, until obviously it went tits up at the end, like. But I remember it being boiling because we had we were sitting towards the front, so there was no cover there, like in Wembley where we were. And fuck, we was being it.
Yeah.
It was fucking. It was really.
Fuck,
really
one
fucking-
I must have been best. That
I
was
can't
our
remember.
best
I gotta be honest. I
experience.
couldn't remember myself.
I
that it was
remember
your
3 days
fault.
before, a fucking muscle pulled me back and I thought I wasn't going to play.
Right.
So just training. Where we stayed? We stayed
I
in a
went there
hotel
then.
room. You know,
Can I just say,
someplace.
Yeah.
we talking about playing at the old Wembley,
yeah.
and Courtsy look like he don't give a fuck, mate.
Like he just played
it's
up in
fucking
a
scary,
nude.
mate, isn't it?
Out here, do
Huh?
you know what I mean?
It's fucking scary. He literally just said to him in school, I don't think I can remember it. Huh? And we can remember it better than him.
You can't remember him, you fucking played.
remember who he was?
I was off my nut on gear. I can't tell you the 1 to 11. For
I should have
fuck's sake.
worn my way.
You bring his friends next time.
Yeah. Yeah. So that must have been a fucking hell. Was that your best experience, Vic? Playing at Wembley?
Well, when you think of it like that, though, if
Well,
you
the day, you know, running up to it, man.
Oh,
yeah.
fucking
Go Wembley's great, wasn't it? Go Wembley's
better.
great, wasn't
What a
it?
better.
Great, yeah.
This
But I
new one is
think-
shit. It's
yeah,
not as
yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the games, oh no, it must have been a cup game or whatever, but it was leading up to that. You go in, everybody's asking you, can you get me ticket? Out someone, I had 96 tickets to get.
Right, yeah.
Now, the managers go nuts because I wouldn't train. I'd be running around trying to sort
Some
everybody
tickets.
all the
Yeah,
tickets
of
out.
course, yeah,
Fucking chaotic.
Morriston emptied. There's no one in Morriston, right? Courtesy fan club. All the monkeys are in fucking London.
Yeah, that was the first. I'd been to Wembley before as a kid. My mate's mother used to work in Smiths, and used to do the young internationals under 15s used to be sponsored by Smiths Crest. We used to get free. So I'd been to Wembley a load, like up until that. I didn't go to the Opta Glass in 94,
like, I was there,
whatever it was. I didn't go to that.
Corny's team, wasn't it? Corny played.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
He was captain. Yeah,
I didn't go to that. So that was my first proper time to Wembley with the Swans. One of the best, apart from the result. It was one because I remember coming up. Like you're at the top of Wembley Way, we had come, and like you're just looking down, and like all those people on Wembley Way, and just walking down. Like you know, you're talking about like, I don't know why it's because we're older now, but like we would just come out of the bus when we went to the playoffs, and when we went to the fucking Bradford game, and we just looking for the first boozer. Like you're not thinking about Wembley Way, you're not thinking about the occasion. You're just going fuck. That Club 2000 looks like it'll fucking let us in. And we broke in, they weren't even open. We just fucking walked in.
We did the fucking door man. The locks were there. We was all in there.
It's like, that, I'm glad that I had that 97 experience, if you know what I mean. Like, enjoying that sort of walking down fucking Wembley Way, like buying a fucking black and white curly wig, like we all had to be walking down the fucking thing. And
someone had a shit on the bus before we got to Port Talbot,
that was
right?
disgusting.
Not kidding you. It was
bad,
fucking
wasn't it?
blocked. It was overflowing. No, we went up a fucking hill. Honest God, what was it like?
all over the
Fucking
place.
Gary Cobley had to shove his hand.
Well, the driver said he
honest to
stopped.
God, nearly caught gangrene, didn't he? He lost a finger.
Starting the services, right? And the bus driver comes to the back of the bus, and we'd all been up there smoking fucking weed and everything at the back of the bus, right? It was a fucking shambles up there. We'd all drunk as fuck. And
sounds like Courtesy on the players' bus.
Courtesy on the way to the game. So we fucking. The bus driver comes back, he's I guess he's shaking his head. I remember I was standing outside the bus, I think I was having a fag or something out the back of the bus. And he goes, I'm not moving this bus unless someone fucking sorts that out. So Gary Cobb, he walked into the services, and you know they got the big mop buckets, like the industrial size ones, right? He's literally just walked out with this mop and this bucket, and black bags was like, you know, you like must roll them off the back of this thing. So he had his fucking black bag in, he pulled all the shit out, he like pushed it into the bucket. Fair play.
Usually, who robs the services, who has a teddy bear for the kids, and usually a new pair of Ray-Bans, innit? Gary Cobley come up with a mop and bucket. Yeah. You know what I mean? W. Smith's is thinking, you've only had 3 buckets, right? You've only got fucking 2 now, innit?
Just after that, fucking Minna Sparky, I think it was Sean Reese as well, they really had to me, Prince, come with us. I'm 17, I'm one of the youngest on the bus, like, Prince, come with me. So he goes over, and you know they got the garage part of it, it's not the services. We walked in, and he goes, just stand there. And they were standing, and I had me covered in the fucking sunglasses rack. And then we just walked out with about 30 pairs of fucking sunglasses. Everyone's on the bus fucking
Like a fucking video of Club Tropicana, it was.
I think all the boys, I think they come back with, I think it was the coats, loads of coats.
Yeah.
Just fucking everybody had the fucking...
I don't know why they do it in the services. They honestly
He just lets you
Because
fucking
it's
crack
fucking
on.
3,000 people going.
Yeah.
No, but it's like that they just empty it, don't
And
they?
he makes his money back, and a little chef, and he charges me £9 for a fucking cheeseburger that comes. Innit?
We had some good journeys on the coach, mate, didn't we?
Coming on, fuck me.
We had some great journeys on the
They let you
Just one
baby
of
on.
them.
They let you have a drink in on
It'd
the
been
bus.
different times.
Yeah.
Barrows would let the older ones have a few, wouldn't let the younger ones. And then it was Moulby. Didn't have no choice, we just all drank like fuck.
You look like you could have a baby.
Until he didn't mind, because half the time he stay up, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
If you've gone up north, he's off a bus.
What was
Oh, the
Yeah.
crap, right, so it's fucking...
Straight in Tesco's or whatever
Yeah.
fucking place you can get. Bottles of wine, fucking everything, like, didn't we?
Corky, let you have a drink.
Yeah, sure he fucking did, because he was one of those.
Yeah.
Crazy guy, wasn't he?
Win, lose, or
Yeah.
draw, you'd be on it.
Win or lose, we're
Yeah.
on the
When,
boots.
when I first come down in the February, I'm thinking, geez, I'm just really struggling. And then March, Cheltenham Festival. It was a Thursday, Gold Cup day. Corky's like that, we're all going to Cheltenham. Third, fourth and bottom in League 2, yeah.
Right, yeah.
March game Saturday, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone went to Cheltenham on a Thursday, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never happened now, would it?
No,
Well,
fuck it.
Corky's
No,
got us in the Budweiser.
he'd be on Twitter, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
He'd be
Corky's
on-
got us in the Budweiser tent. He's got all the jockeys coming in. He's got all the trainers coming in, giving us tips. We're all
Was
sitting
Charlie
there.
around then? Charlie Hartfield.
Charlie was there, yeah, probably taking everyone's money or something. Well, that's the thing with Charlie. Corky said to me,
Corky's
he was
good,
in the B&B with us, and I got really close with Charlie, but he was you know, he had an addiction to gambling. Like,
Right,
he was the first probably person I seen who, you know, London boy, and he needed money in his pocket. Charlie, didn't he? Lovely lad, but he was ill. Like, looking back now, I'm a bit older now, so you know, he had a bad problem, like a big issue. Corky said to me, "Whatever you do, son, you fucking give him 1 penny, and I'll break your legs. Don't ever."
Really?
You know, I think his mum used to get his wages, etc. He was just, you know, he had a problem, like, do you know what I mean? But nice lad, didn't he? You know what I mean? He was
cracking
cracking lad. Like, he looked after me when I was down, you know.
Yeah.
He really looked after when he had money.
Good player as well.
Do anything for me,
Sheffield,
like.
Wednesday or was it?
I can't remember.
Charlie Half, a good player, centre midfielder. Bit of, you know, he'd gone a bit.
He's a class above all us, but because of the weight and all that.
Sheffield United and Prem money.
Old school player,
But heavy, but
Yeah.
didn't matter because times were changing and people
yeah.
were getting
People were
fitter,
getting more athletic and that.
Yeah.
and he was slowly couldn't
Left
do it
footed,
like
wasn't
clip of like.
Well, your game are changing, like you're saying about Sean Chapel. Like, Sean Chapel, years ago, used to get fucking booed on the North Bank, right? But put him in now, right? Where the game is keep the fucking ball 6 yards.
Yeah,
Sean Chapel was 20 years ahead of his time.
Exactly.
Oh, mate, Sean Chapel would get booed for giving the ball to the fullback.
Yeah.
Whereas now, it's all about fucking
Yeah,
give it
yeah.
and have it back. And,
Sean just unlucky for him, didn't have the best team around him.
Yeah.
do you think so,
Shame
yeah?
to do.
What do you
I
think
think
of him,
so.
like, in his day?
Fucking quality, man.
Really?
And when I was playing in the first team, and he wasn't getting in.
Right.
He was one of them. He didn't like, through maybe because he wasn't playing him as much.
Yeah,
as
of course,
some
yeah,
other
yeah.
guys, I'm not sure, but you could tell when Chaps played a couple of games, and he was fucking man of the match all the time.
Yeah.
But then he jumped back in the reserves. I think the reserves at that time were playing in the top league, and they were playing all Arsenal, everybody.
decent
Then
size,
they, I think they done well. I think they, I don't know what they stayed up. I don't even get promoted or whatever, but I think
They were playing a stronger
Premier
side.
clubs.
Yeah.
I think they all had a
Surprised he
vote.
knows this much about football, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's all coming back now, see?
It
It's
is,
all coming back.
yeah.
We just
Never
Just
spoke about
suppose.
football before.
Don't ask me what I done
It's weird to
yet.
see him talking about football.
We're triggering memories
It's
now.
all right. It just fucking.
He talks about football, don't
Yeah.
he? You don't talk to him about football, then.
But was that, you know, was that your thing? Was you, because there's players in there that can just put it to the back of their mind and just turn up on a Saturday, have a game, and then it goes to the back of their mind again. We were one of them because there's boys who will just constantly like, it's their life.
Oh, you
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Football,
Some
football,
people
football,
are
football.
well focused and they love Smudge. Loved football and
Jason
Yeah, I
Smith
was-
and all
yeah.
told me, yeah.
Yeah, I was
in that sense,
yeah.
loved football, loved watching it. Whereas I couldn't fucking stand watching football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Unless you were playing, you weren't.
Yeah, just.
True, must have come naturally, innit? Something like that.
Yeah, coach,
Yeah.
you know, he's got natural ability, do you know what I mean?
Very
So,
well liked
training
in Swansea,
back
mate.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've
Always
never
loved him,
met,
do you know what I
but everyone who've come into contact with you, no
Yeah.
one have I ever fucking got a bad word to say about you. Correct? You know,
Yeah.
and that's genuine.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've never met. Like, you fucking Morriston. No one ventures into Morriston. It's fucking, like I told you.
Oh, we used to have the odd Sunday in a
I
rat
know,
and carrot.
yeah,
Remember that days? We must have been in a
Yeah,
rat and carrot
100%
courts.
using.
You can't get sacked, no?
Yeah, but what the fuck? Like,
Oh,
is
just
that,
something I'd
this
take
club,
from it.
back in
I couldn't get up
the,
as much.
back in the fucking rave days,
Yeah.
right? There was a pub in Morriston on Morriston Cross called the Rat and Carrot. Now, in the week, it was like steak and chips 2 for
Yeah.
a fiver and fucking the old guy in there. But on a Sunday morning, it would open up for all the idiots,
Yeah,
right?
because everyone was leaving.
Escape.
You would escape out and you go to Top Banana
Yeah.
if that was open at the time, and then when Top Banana.
So that was your Flanagan's sort of place where you got
Yes,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Think Flanagan's,
But I don't know,
only
yeah.
with better music, like.
It's
Yeah.
even
You know,
better.
Yeah.
50 feet away is the old Bill station. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
Old
across
Bill
the
would come out
I know
to the
where you are,
station
yeah.
and just see all the lights
The
flashing
lights
and all
were
the
flashing.
kids.
Everyone's
Everybody's
dancing the
outside.
fucking rhythm is a mystery and all that. At 10 in the morning, innit? Yeah, fuck
They
yeah.
thought, I think they'd just still fucking keep them in there.
Yeah.
At least we know where they all are.
Don't let them roam the streets.
Yeah. Oh, there was good days, he was.
Oh, I don't
You
know,
what
mate.
mean?
Because I had the stamina for Escape and Top Banana, but anything past that, I'm looking like a fucking zombie after that. You know what I mean? I'm pale as fuck. You know, we only sound for Night of the Living Dead, like. So I only made a rat and cat a couple of
Yeah, but
times.
that's when
Even
you
I
fit
knew
in
my
then.
limits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was no
Rat and
problem.
Carrot,
No one's judging you in there, like.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm in the Rat and Carrot eating fucking tip top. Fucking right off my nut.
It's because you probably had a kip from about 7 to
Yeah,
9,
yeah,
standing
yeah,
up against
yeah.
the bar in fucking top and
Oh, it
all.
was a good old place, that. Fucking hell. Fair dues. That must have been one of your walks. Where's your walk
I
now?
never went, I.
Do you sleep now?
Do you sleep banana?
Yeah. Which is a hell of a
Willows.
pub, mind, isn't it? I suppose you were a Leap boy as well, because you were like...
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, Pad, to be
No?
honest. I'll have a drink with the boys who are going out. Like,
Yeah.
but very rare go
You
down
don't
the league
want-
with all
you don't
these
wander
nonsense,
over, do you?
you know what I mean?
They lead you astray.
One of the
Yeah, I'm
boys
easily
running
led
it
as
now.
well, easily led.
Used to be run years ago though by John and Norma, but they were a bit strict. type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Nah, they'd sussed and
Yeah.
anybody fucks about, they would straight out. So it was a bit. So we'd all go up a barn.
Right,
Oh, yeah, the barn is another way.
Yeah.
Place, isn't it?
Well, that was a barn.
The place is called the barn.
Told you,
for fuck's
they
sake.
got a statue of Courty up Morriston, haven't they? 100% like fucking up like Morriston Cop, no one around about. Just got Courty like that. Bottle of bud in one hand, reefer in the other, with a wig from the
Made
Northampton
out
game. Innit? Yeah.
It wasn't my fault.
He was going to make out the corner, but Courty would have robbed it. Would he? He'd have robbed it for the lead and the bottom.
But the time you were both there, then that was real unstable period though, because you must have been in there thinking, well, obviously you were doing a lot of travelling anyway, but you were probably, there's no money in the club. You were there through petty and everything. Right?
Before that though, it was it was okay. When John Hollands took over, it was. I thought that was a good little. Lads were getting decent money then, weren't they?
It was just turning. Premiership was going. And
Yeah.
the money started filtering down.
Yeah.
When
You could know
when-
this, could you? Yeah.
Oh, when Courtney turned around and said, you're going to have 150 per game, as in bonus and that,
Yeah.
or appearance that was. Never mind the £100 a point.
Oh, right, because that's
Oh,
all.
yeah.
Tottenham still
So
do
you
that.
got
don't they?
three-
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
games
Yeah.
a week, win both of them. You get 900 on top of your wages.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Explain
Yeah.
that now,
No.
because majority of people
Right.
now don't understand how the bonus thing would
They've all
work.
different.
Right?
Start the season, you sign, you
Yeah.
all agree. FA Cup, we'll have 40 grand each if we win that.
You know,
Next
Yeah,
week,
of course, yeah.
fuck, you're all dreaming it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're on about first round, second round. What do we get for that? Because that's all we ever fucking
Yeah,
get.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, fuck all the suit, one worth of whack.
Right, yeah.
But as in, the rest of it was bonuses. The only time I can remember is the 51 when I was youngster, and you would only get 50 per week, and that was it. And then it jumped then about 4 years later when Courtney sorted out, and that, for us to have £100 a point,
Yeah.
I think it would. I don't know if it would have been a bit more, but we said we'd split it between
It
the
was,
subs as well. One just 11.
yeah,
we wanted the subs.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So I was
That's
well through
fair,
all
that,
that.
isn't it?
Jason,
Yeah.
Jason Jones was
Yeah.
sitting on the reserve keeper,
Yeah.
the Crow, wasn't he? Oh,
He's
no.
a Liverpool lad as well.
I was going
Yeah,
to say,
North-
this
North
Scott,
Wales, he
he
was,
lived
North
with
Wales.
Jamie Harris for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Go on.
fucking he lived in Jamie Harris's
Oh,
grandmother's,
yeah.
let me
Well,
tell you. Fucking, I went to one party, mate, they
Well,
pulled
Barney
a
lived
boa
opposite, didn't
constrictor or something, or cockatoo.
Was he in the house
No.
with Jason Price?
Yeah,
Jamie?
yeah.
Oh, my
No,
God.
it was a chameleon.
How
What
Jamie
was
used
it?
to,
Chameleon, I found his
No,
name
there's no
for
comedian in there, mate. He got that
that house.
It was that
funny.
time of
Mate, that was
party.
just crackers.
They had a lizard, didn't he?
That's what it was,
Yeah,
mate.
the
I went
lizard,
in here
didn't
one day,
it?
it
The
was
lizard
like
was
a
fine,
lizard, no
wasn't
one David Attenborough film, they were chasing him on the beach. It was like that
Well,
one
when I went in,
Saturday.
I got to the lizard had fried, he left the light on too long or something, and Corky went. That's Corky used to that house
Oh, yeah,
every
we
week.
just got put
He had
Never.
to buy flowers to neighbours.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it was because Jamie was, big lad, didn't he?
Yeah,
Do you know what I
fuck
mean?
yeah,
So there was a
yeah,
bit of
yeah.
noise in the room.
Yeah.
What a length in him as well.
Mate, honest to God,
Jamie.
I don't see
Well,
so
what a
much of
lovely lad
Jamie
he
now.
is.
Mate,
Lovely
he's
lad.
one of my fucking really,
Yeah.
really good mates, like. And, oh, yeah, they're Cottenham, yeah. But that also, right, don't forget, I just done an acid in Europa, and then I walked into there, mate, and then I got this fucking lizard on my head. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Honestly, I was
lived
really
around
up
the corner,
Kevin
didn't he?
Clyde.
St Helens Avenue.
Yeah,
And Boundy had a bar in his, in the basement. Was it like the basement? So we'd always go back there.
yeah.
So we'd be going back to Boundy's house. His missus lived in Manchester.
Yeah.
His ex-missus at the time.
And where was Boundy living in?
St Helens Avenue. He had
As
an
well,
house
is
there,
it?
yeah.
Fucking
So
hell.
we'd go back in their bar. So when Corky would pull you in and say, he'd always pull them in.
Yeah.
But Boundy's neighbours were all right. I think they were just used to him. But bloody hell, we'd never get out of there till Sunday afternoon, would we? Do you know what I mean? We had a good set of lads down.
Yeah, good, nice little clip.
But,
like.
and going to the bonuses then, I think it was about $320 a win, wasn't it? So obviously we
Fuck,
had
that's a
quite lot
weekly
of-
wage, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean? That's the
Scrap, we knocked it from 320 down to...
Boundy's bonuses were the best,
and we
weren't
give
he?
the extra 60 to all the subs, so everybody
Yeah.
lost
Yeah.
60.
Yeah,
to give
yeah,
it
yeah,
to-
yeah, yeah.
To cover the other boys.
So we
Yeah.
Bound had a clean sheet bonus, didn't he? It's funny. Running joke.
Really? Right.
Running joke.
Well,
'cause
on his
we had,
own,
like,
just him,
Yeah,
right?
'cause,
Right,
you know,
yeah, of course, yeah.
That's Smudge would have
Probably
a
the
chip
only
then,
one.
'cause he didn't have
29, even did he? But no one held it against him. It was
Yeah.
a running joke and it changes. I think we had, how many clean sheets we had that season? The A1 League was a
22, I think, Lodge.
22. So, and every 3 clean sheets he had, it trebled.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
my
Boundaries
word.
over, we'd come in, do you know what I mean? Thank cheers, boys, you know, like, so, you know.
Yeah.
But he'd always get the beers in, and we all, you know, all the boys are back in his bar every
Yeah.
Saturday night, do you know what I mean?
Back in his bar.
Brilliant.
Fucking brilliant.
St Helens Avenue, like, living the dream.
What was it
Good
like
times,
then?
good times.
When Petty, that period.
That was a bit later, that was. So that's 2005, was it?
No, that was because 2005.
No, sorry,
2005 he went
2002,
to
wasn't
Liberty. It was probably
2002,
2002, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Was
We
it
won the
before
league
that?
2000, did we? Won
Yeah.
the league in 2000, wasn't it?
You were talking to me, my memory's fucked.
Yeah, I think it was
too many
2000.
shots.
Yeah, come at it.
And then probably a couple of years later, it was just a shambles, wasn't it? You know, it was just chaos. Pull the lads in, try to get them on the contract straight away.
Because that was when Kuzak was manager, wasn't it?
Kuz came in then. Addison was manager, wasn't he?
Colin Hanson.
That's right,
Colin
yeah.
Addison. Oh,
And
lovely fellow, lovely fellow,
was
wasn't he? But
Nico.
Jesus Christ, when he's telling me
Nico.
about his driving licence,
Oh,
and he's just
no.
about to play a game, and I'm
Peter
driving
Nicholas.
licence. Yeah. Nico had been out for the night before, and that, and
he
Petty took
he
up,
left
you
the
know,
bow.
he just pulled the lads in and said, you don't take a 75-80% pay cut, you're getting sacked.
How the fuck can he be such a cunt? Like that, I mean, that's fucking wrong,
It's a
innit?
shambles, like, it's, you know. But we were lucky we had Coos there.
Really?
Really lucky we had Coos there.
Intelligent
Because
guy.
he was an
like-
experienced
We
pro.
got the head
as
of the
well,
PFA down straight away because he was, you know, he's...
Fucking Coos was the head of PFA.
God
Yeah,
save
he
him,
fooled
wasn't
himself.
He was head of, he was in charge.
Players, he was in charge of something like that, wasn't he? Or
Was he?
wasn't he head of the PFA, was he? Come on, Sid.
He was involved in
Pretending
it.
he
He
knows about
was
football
involved in the union.
Yeah, oh, he still is. He's
Yeah,
like
the PFA 's that
second or
Gordon
third in
Taylor,
charge
innit?
at the minute.
That
Coos will have
Gordon
his
Taylor.
job. He'll have his job next, Coos.
Do
He's
you
just
think
finished
so,
his
yeah?
law degree and stuff, yeah.
Really?
He's
Yeah.
So when this Gordon Taylor goes,
yeah,
you
Coos will be
think,
right in there.
really?
Yeah.
He turned round to us and said, boys, because you can imagine how we were Boundy fucking panicking because he thought he'd lose his 1,200 fucking quid. That's on less money, he didn't give a fuck. He just, Cusack said, boys, go fuck off down the pub, don't worry. So that's what we
Yeah,
all
we all
done.
went and
We
got
all,
pissed, didn't we?
you know the Glamorgan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course,
What's
yeah.
the next one, which used to be Rat?
Builders, innit? Oh,
Yeah.
Garibaldi.
Yeah, Garibaldi,
Oh,
right
no.
there, yeah.
Oh,
Only
down on the
Garibaldi,
seafront
wasn't he?
now.
Oh, the Seaview. The
Sea
Sea
Beach.
Haven.
No,
Sea Beach.
I know what you're on about.
Only
No.
50 yards from the
Clarence.
Glamorgan. Used to be Rat and Cat or something stupid like that as
Got a
well.
pub on the end.
Oh, the Swansea Jack.
You got the Glamorgan,
Yeah.
across the road, and then within there's a church, and then next to the church, where before the road.
It's a Sea Beach.
Sea Beach.
Is that what it's called?
Sea Beach,
then?
yeah.
Sorry, I thought it. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
further
yeah.
down on the corner.
No,
there,
Sea
you
Beach,
go,
yeah.
Sea Beach.
Sad
And
time,
we
though,
all
I
just sat
thought.
next, that's just, he said, don't worry about
It's right
it. So
next
we
to
just,
the Sea Beach,
I
is
didn't
right
take
next
no
to
notice.
it.
But
Yeah.
obviously, because Boundy got called upstairs of 3 of the boys who maybe were on the most,
Yeah.
they got told they were going to get sacked. So they were having a right panic.
Well, we've got
That's
a
all
panic.
we
We've
got.
got to
Yeah.
lose everything,
So
haven't
we're
we?
going to have your wages reduced or something like that.
Yeah.
We just didn't care, do you know what I mean? Just fucking 2 days off, I thought. Fucking brilliant. If we'll get sorted, I'm on fucking beer.
Can't you remember Glenn Levering coming in? He's
Glenn Lennon's a goalkeeping coach.
yeah, he
Yeah.
comes in, he's got this big blue bear jumper on. Awful, fucking stinking jumper.
Right.
The lads are caning him, and he's just gone, boys, I've just been sacked, and all you lot are next. And I'm looking at him and thinking, and he walks in the boot, obviously been in the vets changing rooms, the boot room's in on to the left hand side in the middle,
Yeah.
then you've got the little medical room at the back then, and he's gone in there to get his boots, take his boots home, like,
Yeah, yeah.
thinking, he's come back out and he's fucking hell, he's serious, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the sad part, like Ronnie Walton lost his job that day,
Mm.
and he'd been there, we loved Ronnie, didn't we, Sid, you know what I mean? And
Been
he,
20 years of this.
you know,
I was-
20
I was
years
bad.
gone in a day.
That's,
Very bad.
yeah.
And how
that's
quickly
fucking-
they could
What a
easily
guy,
go
like,
to
yeah.
back, but they
Yeah.
chose not to do anything.
What a-
And
what a
I was
man, like.
Wrong. He'd been, you know, he was saying about reserves and that.
Yeah.
Taking reserves, driving a bus.
Yeah.
The poor cunt has worked all day. Now
Yeah.
he's driving us to a reserve game, driving
Yeah.
us home, sleeping Dolly's house, which the house next to the lane.
Yeah.
Whether he done Dolly, I don't know. and then
We'll start that rumour. We'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
with
yeah.
things like that.
and then start again next day. But then you do that 2-3 times a week type of thing.
Yeah.
So, as an employee of the club, he wouldn't be covered under the PFA then, would he?
No, that's what I mean, you're gone.
Fuck.
So, you know, it was You know, for someone like that to lose the job, big part of the club, the furniture,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Who could have been round still now. See him, comes down some of the games, he looks really well, 70 odd now. You know, it's still great with the apprentice. Imagine him with the apprentice now, Sid. Jesus Christ.
But those days, you could shout to the apprentices and all that.
Yeah.
We could see, as being a pro,
difference.
maybe 5 or 6 years in, they didn't make a cup of tea, they didn't do this, didn't fold a kit, didn't wash a kit, or didn't, you know, and everything.
That's changed.
It was changed, yeah.
Yeah.
And all that.
Things
You
that-
could see the attitude of them.
Yeah.
Slowly, fuck off, and don't have to do nothing.
Right.
And, it was
And
all-
if you'd have tried that, you'd
Just scared to, do you know what I mean?
me reading the list, I can remember when I was apprentice, reading the list on a Friday to see if I was on there and had subs or whatever, and that, you know, just in case you sneaked in on a bench. And Paul Chalmers come in and fucking smash me in the ribs, just for a laugh. But as with type pros, some pros
Yeah.
would like that.
Take the piss
He
out of
fucking
the
beat you up
apprentice.
like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you couldn't do nothing.
Whose boots did you do then?
Fucking who's didn't I do?
Didn't even do his own.
Yeah, my wonder, mate. You had my brother, all the younger pros, I'd just do them.
Yeah.
They'd say they give you 5, they would tight as fuck, they won't give you fuck all.
Yeah.
And Coney then was the only pro. But it was just happened that I'd have a lift home with him after the games. So I'd have a few when he after
Yeah.
the game. So by the time 11 o'clock fucking come and I'd be finally allowed to go home, his missus would give us a lift home and I'd get money off her then. Kath. That was X, sorry.
Was Corny class?
Yeah.
So he was like that.
bouncing around, he was fucking great for the club, like.
Yeah.
I thought John Hollands was going to re-sign him. He done all pre-season and done well, didn't he?
Yeah. But the way you train, the way, you know, so what do you want to see? You want to
Yeah.
see someone turn with the ball and chip someone
Yeah.
in,
Pick
someone
passes
in,
out, yeah.
Yeah.
on forward.
Bit of
Like now, do you know
creativity,
what I mean?
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking kill for that now, someone in midfield who, like,
Yeah.
Baldy was the last decent
Yeah.
He was
one
the
we all look at.
Cornforth to us was the equivalent of Cavan was to Cardiff, like.
Yeah.
No, that
Yeah.
that instrumental, like, you know, fucking hell. He's my Cornforth was like a fucking fan's favourite, massively, like.
Yeah.
So he added all the, like you said, he pick a pass, but he's tidy in the air. He didn't mind the tackle.
All
He
round
seemed,
player, like.
yeah, it's,
Tackle, did it? If you give a ball away, you just could count the seconds, like, wait, 1, 2, before he gets booked in.
yeah,
He would chase someone, chase a ball, smash someone at the head. And
Yeah.
yeah. Nuts, like.
but don't you love that, though, innit?
Yeah,
That's
you could
great.
hear the crowd because
Yeah.
everyone could see what was happening.
Yeah.
And he got the shit. He was like, "Fuck, Coney, you not fucking smash him up the head."
Yeah.
Just because you've given the ball away.
Because can you remember that
But
Martin
they-
Thomas?
Yeah, that's
Remember
good road then.
Remember that Martin Thomas,
Yeah, yeah.
like psycho? Fucking, you know, he ain't no fucking Butuguini or like, but he's fucking
Steaming into tackles.
steaming into
Yeah.
tackles. He gives the crowd, like, crowd becomes the 12th man, doesn't he? You know what I
Got
mean?
to. That's it's a big fucking help.
It's
Getting
like
the crowd
I know-
down,
yeah.
down the stadium now. I can't understand. I can't understand. You can know why the crowd are going. Like, same as all the other stadiums that have changed. It's lost a bit of.
Yeah.
Of course it have, yeah, totally.
And how do you get that back?
Okay, used
Yeah.
to say to us, didn't he? Just go when we were awful, playing nothing happening in the game. Go out, go. Someone start a fight. Just go and have a fight. Get the crowd going.
Yeah.
Kick someone. Have a melee, and then see where we go from
Do
there.
you
do
know,
what I
as
mean?
simple as that sounds, right?
All
Big
As
the
simple
crowd,
as
all
that
this,
sounds,
yeah.
right?
They're all
It changes the
up
game,
and
doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, because you only sometimes you
Whole
only
atmosphere changes.
Yeah.
The crowd think then you're, you know, these are trying here, we're
Yeah.
good, and they're all
Yeah.
baying,
One
all of a
big
sudden they're
tackle.
shouting at the other
Yeah.
players instead of
Yeah,
booing
yeah.
you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, how many times you see that one big tackle in the
Yeah.
centre of the park, bang, and everyone goes fucking yes.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
thing, you know, and then it sort of G's people up. Like, you know, now it's such a fucking pacified game. Like, you know what I
I can't
mean?
watch it.
Everyone's like
Yeah,
standing
I don't
off, and who goes wrong? The thing is, you can't go and put your foot in. The boys that do put their foot in now, they get booked for
Yeah.
perfectly good tackles. You know what I mean? They get, you know, it's fucking. It makes you not want to go in then. Like, you know, it's fucking. We could go on about that side of the fucking game, but because it does mind happening. You know, we're over there with the crowd, and it's dead silent. Like they start off, and they start singing, and then once the sort of run of songs comes to an end, that's it. Then it's like
It's not just Swansea though, is it?
it's
That's
everywhere. It's
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah,
Especially in this country,
Yeah.
like, do you see,
Yeah.
wow, I think it was Mönchengladbach got relegated for the first time in history the other
That's a
day.
five-a-side,
Do you see
mate.
that?
Oh,
They
Schalke,
said-
was it?
Schalke, was it?
Yeah.
Set fire to the fucking stadium.
Yeah.
Like, people on Twitter saying, oh, that's disgusting. I'm turning around and I saying, I don't mind that.
We've got a shout,
I'm
yeah.
a big fan.
He's got a shout there.
Oh, you know.
Didn't he have that clock or something in the stadium saying how long he'd been in? He'd never been relegated.
That's
before,
right,
had he?
yeah, they had. They got relegated this year.
Yeah.
They set fire in the fucking stadium. You know what I mean? Fucking sitting up from London's burning, he's in there trying to put the cunt out.
There's a lot to be said about how football violence has been sort of squashed in the country, like, but it doesn't. It shows that where there's no football violence, there's no atmosphere either. And then in Germany and these places where the places are bouncing, like the needle comes with it. It's all part of it. Like, what was the whole point of standing on the North Bank when the Swans were shit? If we weren't just going to needle away fans for the full fucking 90 minutes. That's what it was all about. That's why we used to go, like, you know what I mean? And then the North Bank became intimidating. You've seen players. We'd watch players playing left back or left something on our side. You just give them shit, wouldn't you? And then they bottle it.
What year did that fence come down? From the North Bank.
Yeah,
I remember coming down.
It wasn't up when I was there.
Well, they're
It
not.
wasn't your way end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The way end stayed.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
on
but
the North
along
Bank,
the
you know,
way,
that was open then,
then
wasn't
Took
people-
it.
people were on the pitch
man.
fucking all the time, weren't they?
Brilliant, man.
Yeah.
There was
Good fucking well, when you knew, you know, running down obviously the boys on the right and you could slash him into you lot.
Yeah,
It'd be fucking great.
Yeah,
See if he gets out.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
we? That's fucking loved it.
Well, it always fucking fascinates me, like, fucking when I'll play up in the new with the fucking 30, fucking 4 on the
Three.
fucking line, right? What's it like going out in front of, like, even down the veg, like, what's it like going in front of 3,000 people? Are you fucking aware of the crowd, or do you sort of blank it out, or
All depends how you play.
Yeah.
do you think so? Yeah, 'cause that to me, it fucking baffles. Like,
I remember warming up once, funny story, Stuart Roberts, he pulled this girl in town, she was stinking. She was absolutely stinking. She'd only come to watch him, and she turned up really early. Mum spotted her straight away, Annie.
Oh, no doubt deep.
But warming, you know what he's like, corned beef legs. He spotted her straight away, Annie, and the lads were caning him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at that time, not many people there, do you know what I mean? It was, it's good, but when obviously intimidating.
yeah,
You know, a lot of abuse the wingers got, and when we were playing shit, we got a lot of abuse, didn't we?
Yeah.
But you
You'll
can't
hear every
Oh, God,
every
yeah.
person that calls you a
Really?
cunt,
Yeah.
and you'll hear them, wouldn't you? I bet.
I could hear my uncle all the time.
As your old man said, wasn't it?
Look across fucking series with his mates, like wanker. You look across, but you just pick him out straight away.
Never.
Yeah.
Not in,
that's put him off. Like,
but it.
Depends
Don't
on
laugh
you.
at.
yeah,
It's, I don't know.
I think I went-
My other mate and other mate. Where all
Yeah.
up on the thing, be showing how shaggy messes, fucking everything to me. You'd have
Must
all
be
the
hard for
boys
them,
singing
innit? Local
everything.
boy, no
Local
one
boy,
most
yeah,
people.
yeah. Oh
But it-
fuck yeah.
I wonder what it'd be like if you stayed there and you
Yeah.
back, played in a better fucking team, man.
You got a shelf life as a player, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I look at, say, I'm a Liverpool fan, Henderson now. You might have a chance of winning the European Cup, and half the crowd don't
He's
really
like,
rate him as a player. Do you know what I mean?
He's
splits
the
opinion. So even at that level, you've got players who,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
you're thinking. So especially at our level, but the League 2, League 1 for one season, wasn't it? But you know, obviously you can hear a lot of it. But we did have some big games down there, mate, didn't we?
Oh, Lord. And you're
FA
talking,
Cup games,
you
the
know,
ones
it
we
was
had.
like
and-
7,000 down at
Yeah.
Vetch. It was fucking rammed.
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
a much
difference.
better
And a
atmosphere
much better atmosphere.
than what it is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, but there's that
Yeah.
just.
Everyone squeezing together.
The Starters
Yeah,
used
is
to
it that-
save
is it that
standard,
close?
aren't they?
If everybody got behind you, it'd be amazing in that
Yeah,
stadium.
yeah.
But 20,000 people don't get behind you, do
Yeah.
they?
No,
It's
they
only
don't,
fucking
no.
4.
Yeah.
And the rest are just fucking magic people.
Stewards
Plastic
are telling you to sit
sitting
down,
there.
aren't they, as
Yeah,
well? Do you know
yeah.
what I
And
mean?
how many are there just to say, how many are there to watch Arsenal and Liverpool?
Yeah.
You know, we'd be very, very surprised how many,
Yeah.
like, I've never taken my missus to a game. I actually got no interest, fucking hell, thank fuck. But, we go there, and there's families in there, with the mother, the father, 4 kids, that's changed a
It's
little.
slowly
Yeah.
getting like American,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course,
people
yeah,
walking
yeah.
around
You
selling
see
fucking
that
hot
fucker
dogs
coming
in the
down the
stand.
other day with popcorn.
Yeah.
What game was
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Walking down with
yeah.
2 things of popcorn in a football.
Yeah.
They want you
I'd have
there
had to
earlier,
smash
don't
smoke
they?
his fucking hands.
They want you there earlier and gone later, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
Fan
Yeah.
parks, they spend
Yeah.
more money. Just that's what it is now. It's a cash cow, innit? Do you know what I mean?
He's on the drums, isn't he? Stephen Jones. Mate.
Oh, yeah.
So you're always trying to get songs together, or trying to work out how can you get those fucking
Yeah.
not singing.
Yeah.
Even if it was just a bank. I said I'll run up and down fucking naked with a fucking sign.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking up.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
could get.
If they were allowed,
one
they
half
say
singing,
every-
and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other half,
Yeah.
if you could, just because if the game's not the best, fucking enjoy yourselves.
Well,
And
don't you
fucking
think like
come
that
in.
just happens naturally? Like, look at that fucking Liverpool song. It's in my fucking head all the time. Oh, the fucking LA song, innit? They fuck us all they sing now on this European thing. It must happen naturally. Like, whether it's a bigger club, you've got more fans to do it. Like,
I think it's the team create that atmosphere.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
100%.
Do you know
Look
what I
at that
mean?
Wales Euros.
Yeah,
Perfect
perfect,
example. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fans can see the atmosphere on the pitch, the club's buzzing, all the people working in the coffee shops around the stadium, they're all involved in it, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? But it's difficult to get that momentum in it. Once a team's got that momentum, the fans jump on the back. Don't they?
Like
could get it back this season, man.
You could,
You know,
absolutely.
could easily get it.
Yeah.
Like,
One signing can do it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what happens.
that's
You have
right.
the proper fans. Who
Yeah, when we-
you know what I mean?
When we
Well,
first
you-
went to League One, when we was there all the time, we were getting 14,500, 15,000 on a
Yeah.
regular.
We wanted to be there and wanted to
be
fuck-
there
yeah.
and wanted to be loud, and they'd fuck the fucking stewards off. They told you to stand up and shit like that. But there was a much better atmosphere then
Yeah.
than it is now. Like when we packed it out for Leeds and Yeovil and things like that was 20,000 people who wanted to be there. It
Yeah.
wasn't 14,000
Yeah.
and 6,000 fucking there with they fucking cameras taking selfies to say they went to the Swans Man United game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it creates a different atmosphere. Like we haven't had a decent atmosphere in that fucking stadium probably since maybe the Cardiff game.
Yeah.
For the
Maybe
whole
3-1.
game.
Yeah.
For the
You know
whole
what I mean?
game.
Yeah,
That
I
Cardiff.
can't remember. There's only
Yeah.
3 probably in the last 5 years.
You still go
I
down?
Remember.
No?
The boys get, you've got Kurt, you can get a ticket off Kurt and all that, sort you out, or loads of men, it seems to be spare ticket all the time with
Yeah.
the boys over
Yeah,
the side
yeah.
now. But when you go over there, maybe 10 times that I've been there, only 3 times I've actually gone in the stand.
Really?
I've come in, had a pint and a bite, fuck the game because you can watch on the telly.
Yeah.
And then half your mates are coming down half time to see you
Yeah.
and say, oh, don't even bother going up the second half.
Yeah.
And either we stay in and watch it on the telly or we fuck off to the pub.
That's why I had to jack my season ticket in when Sousa took over. That season, we lost the first game to Middlesbrough 4-0, I think, to me. Adam Nonson fucking ruined us. Fucking Leroy Lita was playing up front and they fucking battered us. And Sousa that side was boring as fuck to watch when they, like, you know what I mean? If we were winning games, it was 1-0 and we were 0-0 and a lot of that. And we just were in the Riverside Lounge for the fucking full season. And I was going home, like, you know, telling my missus I'll be home straight after the game, rolling in 7:30, fucking up there. And she was causing fucking murders, like, do you know what I mean? And I think my boy, she was pregnant with my first boy, and it was like, I have to give a season ticket up, otherwise she's going to black bag me, like, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That was like, the fuck, so I fucking jacked in my first
Big
ticket
commitment
there.
home and going home and away, innit?
Yeah.
Oh,
We was away all the
Especially
time
now,
then as well,
fucking
see.
price, isn't it?
Unbelievable, mate. You know.
You know,
I'd rather go away now.
Yeah.
I would, you know what I mean?
Make
I would
a good day of
make
it.
a good day of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more, if you go away with the boys away, it's like the old times, you know what I mean?
You've seen it, and it looks as if that's happening all the time. The group that we got now will go away watching it, but it's fucking brilliant. And they don't, I don't know, 1,000 boys, is it? They all go.
Roughly every
Got just fucking
1,000 to
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Just
Is-
go and
is-
enjoy it, sing the old fucking...
Yeah, you
time
do
you're
stand
at.
up all day.
no one bothers you. Like
Yeah.
I take my oldest boy. I take my youngest. Yeah, he's a bit small, but I take my oldest boy. He's 10 now. He loves it.
You'll look after
He
him.
loves it. And we've been in. Fair play to the lads that we've been in and around, and we've got proper divs around us, like all drunk as fuck. And if they see me with my boy and I'm holding him up on a seat, no, it's like we'll make sure you're alright, boys. You won't fucking take the piss. And everyone's singing. My boy will sing all game with them.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's fucking great.
Great
like.
experience for
That's
him.
what it's
innit?
about.
Remember
yeah.
that for the rest of his life. won't
Yeah,
he?
that's what it's about. I enjoy all that, and then I always loved going away with the boys because it's just carnage, innit? You're getting on a bus at 6 in the morning, you know what I mean? And then you're rolling in a fucking midnight, like it's a full 18-hour shift.
You often that by the time you left the Orchard Street, didn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to say Hotel, but...
Orchard Street, yeah. Up Hotel, but
Give me time to fucking roll.
He's already on his way down when we get the fucking hotel.
I'm ready for fucking bed, but fucking we get a bag of block.
He's in the toilet on the coach, isn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I said the other day, I'm going to try and do it a bit more next year, try and go away a bit more. Here we go. We've got a knock on the door. Come in. Oh, I'll pad it up to press it. Is that Super John's?
Fucking grub bags.
Postman.
Yes,
What's happening, son?
What's happening, John? You right, mate?
You alright?
How's it going?
Legend! What's happening, son? Kiss? You alright, kid? This is Carlton.
pal? You right?
Nice
Top
to
man,
meet
you
you.
right, John?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, we got a full house now, so grab yourself a chair, mate.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm late.
Sorry, John.
Rummy's always late. Sorry.
We had visions, we were running down the M4, it would have been quicker. So,
Not anymore.
can I just say before we start, right? If you would have told me, right, when I was 14 years old, that this week, when you're 40, you would have been having a fucking hog roast interviewing Roy Jones Jr. on the Tuesday, right? And in Denny's with fucking the main man John Williams on the Thursday, I'd have called you a fucking liar. All that needs to happen now, right? If I ends up having a Joe's ice cream with MC Hammer Sunday, I go back to live with my old man. No, when I was in school, there's a Welsh teacher called Endaf Jones, right? Because of my mother knew Welsh, I told him to fuck off in Welsh, right? He chucked the rule at me and said, Cullen, you'll never do nothing with your life. I'd love to see Endaf look at him now and say, fuck you, mate. I made it. Like, Roy Jones Jr., mate. I didn't know him in the fucking gun. He was great, yeah, you know, mate. Don't right. I thought it was just
You
going to
like
be.
boxing, didn't you?
Yeah, Roy Jones.
Yeah, it was like I thought it was going to be. Sorry, John. It's
That's
not
all right,
about me.
carry on.
Only 2 seconds. I thought it was going to be. Like no one who do after dinner speakers.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get up and speak for an hour. You know what I mean? So like fucking before we come on stage, I was just talking about fucking the Simpson brothers from Town Hill. He was probably thinking, what the fuck is this going on? I'm singing the theme tune to Boone, you know, Roy Jones Jr. singing, this motherfucker's crazy, you don't know what he's on about, right? But then it turns out then, you've got to interview him.
Yeah.
You've got to interview him like Q&A.
Right.
So I'm at the side like Des Lynam, interviewing fucking Roy Jr. And I'm thinking, how the fuck did this happen? You know what I mean? I'm telling Roy Jones Jr., hey, John Williams is coming down Thursday. You know what I mean?
When was that?
Up the fucking treetops, unbelievably. In the middle of Clace.
You'd have been able to just walk in.
Roy Jones Jr. and Clace. Next week we got Chris Eubank in Blind the Mouse. Then we got Frank Bruno and Bodie White.
Let's get some men in white coats for him.
Yeah.
Don't say I said that, by the way.
What a crazy fucking week.
Thanks for coming down, John.
Thanks for inviting me.
mate.
We've got this thing going on tomorrow. This charity, Swans for Cancer. And I think it's my 3rd year. So I just thought, you know what? Like Naka said to me, any chance of coming down and doing this thing? I'm really sorry I'm late, but
No, mate,
Really,
no,
it's
it's no
just
problem.
buzzing.
You're doing us
it's
a
nice.
massive
I come down to
favour.
some of the games a lot of the time as well, so it's all good.
Well, you probably won't remember, right? But we met this time last year at my boys' football presentation.
Did I
Over
come
the Doggers.
with? Who did I come with?
Tatey,
I
Chris
stayed at-
Llewellyn,
I
right
stayed
there.
at- I stayed at Tatey's
Yeah.
that night. See? Yeah, because he rang me.
Didn't ring me that
He
weekend.
rang me on
no.
Thursday. No, I don't need you then. He rang me on Thursday. And, he's coming out tomorrow with us.
Is he?
Well, you're not coming out.
Because we were sitting there, me and my old man are sitting
Yeah.
there, we've had a few pints, and I know Righty and Chris Llewellyn and
Yeah.
that, who was play football together, so they come in and I was like, alright boys, how's it going? And I seen you coming in behind Teddy, and I was like to my old man, and we both looked at each other at the same time and went, that's John Williams, isn't it? Right? It's like, I hadn't seen you since like fucking
92.
2004 or some
Yeah.
shit, like
Oh,
the
against
last
Guinea.
loan spell
Yeah.
at the
I came back
at the Vets, yeah.
2002, yeah.
2002, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking hell, that's John Williams. I was like, I said to my man, like, I'm not the type of person who normally go over and just like say hello. I was like, it's fucking John Williams. I'm going to say something. And
I keep coming back, don't I?
I walked past the first time. He was with Tatey, and I walked past the first time, and I bottled it, and I just walked out to the toilet. I said, come on, you cunt. Come on, let's go by and say hello. And I walked back, and then he turned out to be a fucking gentleman. I know we probably don't remember the conversation, but we talked a few
I
minutes.
got Alzheimer's, I don't remember.
The thing is, we all give it a big one, don't we? We all say, we all try to be cool to me and say, have I seen anyone?
Yeah.
I'm not going on none. I seen Bobby Davro in Woolworths, right? He was fucking down here in the Grand Theatre, pantomime, mate. I'm giving it the big one, saying, I'm not going over there, mate. I chucked my pick of mix on the floor. I was fucking right into it, mate. This is before phones as well, no? I'm looking round for a pen, I'm robbing a pen for the autograph. Sign my arm, and I'll wash it for a week.
Have a chat,
You know what I mean? You?
Have you started yet?
Yeah, fuck yeah, we've been doing it now.
Yeah, we want to.
Don't worry, John.
You're allowed to swear then?
Fuck you, we're not the BBC. Channel 5.
Don't worry, John. You can say what you want, yeah.
Oh, good.
It, I'm not kidding you,
Yeah.
right? As a Swansea City icon in my era, it would be, he's fucking one,
What's
you
up,
are
what's
one
up?
of them, right? that little period you had, forget the fucking race for a start, right? My visions.
How funny is that race?
I watched it twice this week. It's amazing.
First time
Definitely.
Swans went to Wembley and won.
No,
That's
why. That's why.
I'm sure there's just a pair of teeth just running down there.
Well, the thing was, right, like John said, right, at that time Swans was shit, weren't they, right? And Swans didn't win
Amazing,
fuck
innit?
all. And it was like, John Williams in a final and it's like it's on ITV or something.
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
what cup final was it? Was it the
Rumbelows,
Cup?
Man U
Cup.
versus Forest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you go in, fuck yeah, John's got a chance. And they were like, and I watched it back this week. Now I hadn't seen that for fucking 20 years or some shit, like, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at it and they had you like second or third favourite, didn't they?
I was there second.
Yeah, Lee
Second.
Jenkinson was an
Yeah,
F and a
he's a friend of
Corfu.
mine,
Yeah.
Jenko.
Really,
From
yeah.
Hull, he came to Cough.
No way.
Bloody hell, Bobby Gould might as well buy the rest of the others.
It was fucking hopeless, but it was quick as fuck. You know what I
Step
mean?
over.
White land, the line up as well, wasn't it? We struggled when he was two.
There's one from Mansfield
Don't even try.
and Jenks from Hull.
Yeah.
And it was like every time he comes here, like we see each other because we go up to Donny to see him now and again. Some of the Cov lads. He talks about that race. I said, Jenks, I said, you should never have entered it, mate. I said, you're a one-trick pony. I said, you can't run. You just got to step over. You need to use that, and then you get away.
But like I said, that race
Yeah.
for Swans fans, it was like, we fucking won something! We
fucking won something.
What it was. It was massive.
We was going to have
Did you
all the
see-
top
did you
bus
see-
for them, weren't we?
I did an article recently in 442 magazine
Right.
about that race.
Right.
And if you get it, I've got it on my phone. I'll show it to you at some point. The night before it was John Ford's birthday. Remember Fordy?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, me and him came from Craigley.
Guy.
It was his birthday. So I scored against Darlow. It was 1-1. Frank Burrows, flat cap, Basil 40 hair, the face, said to him, "Oh, you getting pissed and I'm going to have you." And he says, "Oh, I'm not going to get him pissed, I'm not going to get him pissed." So we got to Watford now. All these pros are there, all going to bed early. And that. We got there a little bit late because we came from Darlow. Chips, steak, free. And the bloke said, "Oh, it's a free bar." What? I was absolutely wrecked. I woke up in the bath in the morning. I turned the shower on. "You fucker! You can't!" Fucking chased him. Fucking he locked the door. He said, we're late. Gone downstairs, all showered, got ready, boom, boom, boom. Down there now. There's Keith Curl with his wife in the lift. He got spat on, he got chased all over the hotel because it was Man U.
Oh, of course, yeah,
So-
yeah.
Like 40 says, "Oh, I'll be up in the restaurant." I mean, "Oh, okay." So fucking my head was spinning. I must have had about 20, 30 drinks. I was just off my face. But like, the morning after feeling, all these lads are there like up early being professional. I thought it's a race. You either win or lose.
Yeah.
And like they're all like limbering up and taking it seriously. Like he comes up and he said to
That's
me,
why you had a
"Listen,
bad start, mate.
no, listen, you had to do a semi-final. You had to do a semi-final. I nearly lost. I came third just to qualify.
On that one, the suit did have like
Yeah,
a
you had
Yeah.
to, 2 heats at the start.
Have you got footage of that?
Nah.
Need to see that, don't we?
Yeah.
I was
Hanging over his
absolutely
ass.
wasted.
Like,
Yeah.
And like, I thought, let me just qualify. And all of them were trying hard. And I just got there. I thought, yeah, I'm all right now. Kevin Bartlett's giving it all. Yeah, I'm going to win this on this, that, and the other. Kevin Bartlett used to play for West Brom in Notts County. He had a touch like Fred West, but he was quick. Yeah, Bartlett. Played for Notts County. And they were all up in the restaurant with 40, like they give you a TV, a little poxy television from Rumbelows, and they give you 500 quid. I said, "Yeah, 40, happy birthday, have the 500 quid."
Nice.
Like, this was before, because like he's my pal, and like he looks after me when I was for the whole year because it was towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
It was like March, April the 12th. So there now, right? It's in the final. All these big names, Keith Curl got knocked out, and I'm sitting there now, and I'm looking at all these lads, and they're proper taking it serious.
Yeah.
And I like 40 said to me, "Look, we've got the players pool on you."
Fuck.
He says,
all the apprentices put money on
16 to 1. In Swansea, I was 16, then it went down to... Because everybody in Swansea was putting loads of dough on. Stripper style. The price just went boom, straight down 10s, then to 3s. And I was second favourite. So I thought, at the start, the bloke, so we all lined up and I was there, all these guys doing all these posing, and I'm just stood there like that. I was staring at this kid down at the line at the end. I was in fourth lane, I think. I thought, fuck me, he's quality. He's keeping the ball up. He was staring down, looking at us, keeping the ball up. And like, I heard, "On your marks." I thought, fuck me, this kid can play. And I heard bang, and I took a step back. I thought, shit, if I don't catch him on halfway, I'm going to struggle. So they were like 10, 15 yards ahead of me. So I've gone up, boom. I thought, yeah, the beer's kicking in now. I've got a bit of turbo. Caught him on halfway and beat him 5 yards at the end. 10 grand. I'm like, ah!
Was that like true then? Was 10 grand a lot of coin?
Hey,
10
I'm
grand's
from
a lot of
Angeles,
coin
mate.
now,
I was on 250 quid at Swansea. 10 grand for 23 seconds work. I thought I was rich.
He's strutting on back. That's like Conor McGregor, isn't he?
I thought I was going to retire. 10 grand for 23 seconds work. I need more of this. Oh, it was brilliant. After, all the lads who were at Huddersfield, because Ifeanora was in it and people like that, they were saying like, where did he pull that from? And Fordy says, well, you know, you got to go out the night before, lads.
That's the fucking trick the way to the sprint.
Oh, a different level. I said like some of the things that we did, the stories and like the times we had together, and you know, going to Holland with Koos and all the rest of it, and Colin Weirdo Addison, and there's so many things to talk about. It's just
So was Holland pre-season? Was
yeah,
it?
pre-season.
Yeah, she did that quite a bit, didn't he? Yeah, I remember boys went out
We
there.
went to Den Haag.
Right.
It was Mumford who had just come on the scene, didn't he? And like Koos took over, and like I was like best mates with Koos before he got the manager's job, and he just turned on me, didn't he?
Never, did he really?
Yeah, but he's got a
Tried to get rid of everyone, didn't he?
yeah, he's got to sort of alienate himself, but he's still a very close friend of mine. He's a good lad. Every time I need advice or guidance, I go to him. The guy's super intelligent. He was like off the scale for intelligence. Lovely man. But he said to me, look, you know, he's go around, you know, stay at his and sort of take the kids to get a paper in the morning so that even his miss could have a little break or whatever they wanted to do, and then come back and, you know, gets a job. He drops me straight away. I used to room with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fluff? He says, oh, you got to get attitude right. And I said, you're trying to make an example that there's no friends in football. I said, because you're making a massive point. But as I said, when he sort of, the Tony Petty saga, and he sorted it out, you know, I took my hat off to him, because if it weren't for him, we'd have been proper
We were literally
screwed.
just talking, that's what we were talking about just before
we'd
you
have been
came.
proper screwed. He stood up tall for the boys, and because he's got, you know, people in high places, he's done the business. He's a great bloke.
Great
Lots of characters back then, but lots of characters now are all wheeled out of football.
He tried to get rid of us all, didn't he?
Yeah, because of the finance. And he was
He signed Dave Smith to replace me.
We had no
Dave
legs.
Smith was working on his car showroom, car lot selling
Yeah,
cars.
BMW.
Should have retired then, Pad, shouldn't I suppose this was, he went lovely lifestyle, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Bit of decent player.
That was a Coventry with him, wasn't
He was
it?
a
He had no legs
Grimsby
then.
worker. I think he worked for someone like
All players
working
were
with Vauxhalls or someone as a car
BMW.
showroom, 37,
He's now
38.
at Grimsby on the commercial
Yeah,
side.
lovely guy.
Yeah.
I
I
said,
think it's like David Moss. Remember him?
Yeah,
He had,
Yeah,
he had a great job at Crystal Palace. Then he went to Celtic. I don't know where he is now. Because what I'm doing now, I see him quite a lot of games.
Yeah.
this guy must
And
be-
yeah, he's a lovely bloke. And he said to me, "Oh, Willow, you know," and I just thought, you know what, you was really in the dark side of when Swansea were going downhill, because you were bad.
We still had a good time though, mate. You know,
Yeah.
we used to go up, we got close to Willow, didn't I? Got quite close to him. We used to go out in Birmingham a lot.
No.
And,
You're not going to tell that story, are you?
best story ever, mate.
Like, be careful, I can see a wedding ring on Will's finger.
I'm not married.
I walk into his living room. I'm like, "Is that your wedding picture there, Wills?" I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the photo. I recognise that face, and I'm thinking, "Who's that?" I think Peter Unlove, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Peter Unlove. Where's it?
It was my best man, Mauritius.
All right.
Yeah, because he was in
Like-
South Africa, Zimbabwe. He came over.
I'm
And,
like, who's the bird?
yeah.
Bird's not the best.
Oh, she was
the best
rancid.
there,
wasn't
Wills.
she? He picked her up on
It's like,
holiday.
picked him in all his wedding photos.
Went to bird. But funny story about that as well. When I actually got married, I was at Cov at the time, and in all fairness, I'll tell you this: like, I've never cried when I've left the club. This is the only club I cried when I left to go back to Birmingham.
Really?
But I didn't want to go there. I wanted to stay because, as I said, I went on great money. It was like, when I first came, it was hard for me because I've never played professional football.
Yeah.
It gave me the opportunity, but the club made 250 grand selling me in 8 months.
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
goal scorer, you know, made loads of goals, some good times, some bad times. But as I said, like, the thing that was most sort of prominent in my head is when I scored my very first goal against Reading, and the North Bank came flooding down. If there was a toilet there, I'd have shit myself. I was like, wow, it just, you know, like in waves, and it was an unbelievable feeling. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up, and I was like,
Don't forget him come from non-league football.
yeah,
then.
and there was only like 4,000 fans there at the time, And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then sort of the North Bank sort of took me under their wing and like kind of believed
Well,
in me. Every time I
this
got
is
the
the
ball, there
fucking-
was a buzz.
The mad thing is, I don't know how many people know it. Who scored more goals for Cardiff than who did for Swansea?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it, do we?
No, but what I'm saying is, I think everyone knows you
Yeah.
as a Swansea player.
Yeah,
Right?
3
You know,
times I was
right?
here. Yeah.
And like I said, I was a kid, it would have been 91, 92, was it? When he
Yeah,
was in
well,
England.
well, it's
So I
clear,
was 1978, I would have been 14, right?
Mm.
So I remember standing at the bottom of the North Bank,
Yeah.
right? So like we was talking about the railings earlier, you
Yeah.
can only just see over the fucking wall, right?
Yeah.
And it felt like he went on a streak where he scored like every fucking game, right?
Yeah.
You know, it was probably, when you were a kid, it seems more, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this is how sometimes, when they talk about football and it's all, 6-yard passes, get the full back, right? I remember when we would hit it along,
Yeah.
right?
Get over the back of
And
the
the
full back.
old fucking, the old ground, right? Would stand up
No,
because we know
he's getting it.
we got this fucking
He's getting that ball.
I don't give a fuck who's at the back.
Playing centre forward then, yeah.
Right wing or centre?
Right wing,
No, right
yeah.
winger. Yeah.
No, he was up top, right?
Yeah.
And he'd knock it over the centre half's fucking head or the full back's head. The old fucking stadium would stand up
Yeah.
because we know what's
gonna
fucking
happen
coming.
here.
You know what I mean?
Either a goal or he's going to kick it in the stands.
Yeah, but no, it's not. Yeah. But the good thing is, right, even if John kicked it in the stands, it don't fucking matter. Because in 5 minutes, we got to do that again. You know, we better get fucking used to it. Like, I know,
you and
no, as a
Toby,
footballer,
you were
No,
totally up for
I was
Innit?
up for
It was
with,
like-
Jimmy Gilligan.
Yeah.
Joseph
Yeah.
Coughlin used to get out of his feet and just boom. He could, like, God rest his soul, he could ping a ball, Russell Coughlin.
oh,
Yeah.
what a
Can't
player.
beat
talked about
Alan
him,
Davis as well. You know, God rest his
Yeah.
soul. Another great lad I played with. Chopper, Keith Walker. I tell you what, I love playing with. Remember Chalmers? Where's your trousers?
Yeah.
Paul Chalmers, the Scottish lad. Used to
He
wear
was
a
like
golf
an
shield.
original number 10.
Yeah,
wasn't he? You know what I mean?
he was like the ugliest man I've
Is that
ever
the one you
seen.
saying?
Charlie was the ugliest man ever, but what a lovely guy he was.
Yeah.
He would put his body on the line for you and said, listen, here. I didn't
put my
understand a
body
word
on
he
the
said.
line.
Hardcore. I think he was Glaswegian.
Yeah.
I never understood a word, and he had a gum shield in as well. Yeah, Willie boy, yeah. And I was like, yeah. What did he say? I had to get Keith Walker to translate. And like, he used to just say, I'll take the battering, you score the goals. And I said, all right. But he would run for a brick wall for that team.
Skywood as well, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
they were good players. We had Ruben Agbula, and then
Great fullback.
yeah, he was there when I was here. I'll tell you what, who was shocking. Christian McLean, the big lad up front.
Right, yeah.
Terry Connor was like a bit of a legend. I loved down
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
He was good. But as I said, like sprinkle around. I mean, I look at it now and I think to myself, them players, a lot of them played top flight football. Alan Davis played for Man U.
Yeah.
Ruben Agbula played for Southampton, and like they were all playing in League Division 3. That's the new Division 1. But some of them players, like, were top draw.
Yeah.
Really good players. And like as I said, the standard now, the way football has dropped down, half of them kids that are playing football now in League 1 or 2 couldn't even get in. They wouldn't even be on the bench.
Yeah.
Because there's some really good players, and you know the money then weren't great, but it was the fact that you know the love of the game,
Yeah.
and I said being sort of
Players are playing for
taking the
different
bosom of
reasons.
the Swansea
Yeah.
people. Like I love to hear.
Did you let me? So do you still look at the Swans as
Yeah,
a club?
I've
Or
come
did you come from being a postman to being like playing for the Swans?
I was a postman, then I was playing non-league and being a postman at the same time, so more or less,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way it all happened and came about was like, you know, me and Fordy we played against Swansea in pre-season. You had Simon Davey, you had Roger in goal, you had Kendall,
Yeah.
Mark Kendall.
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he dead now? He's not dead, is he?
Lee's old man.
Lee Kendall, something. He's died.
Yeah,
I
yes,
think
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a lovely bloke. Jimmy Rimmer was here, Mr. Coffee.
Yeah.
He always sweating and smelled the coffee. He was proper weird. He was.
the man.
Ronnie Walton, lovely guy.
Just
Yeah,
talking
we were
about
legend,
talking
mate. I love Ron. You know,
Everyone
he
loves
was
Ron, don't they?
top man. He was like the groundsman, the kit man. He was everything. He done anything that was. He was
Yeah.
there. And like, so you look at it and you look back and you just think, you know what? We had a proper family then, and what was Swansea was all about was we were all a unit. Everybody went out together. You know, even after. Now you see someone and you're not seeing them for 10, 15 years as if you saw them yesterday.
Yeah.
Because you've got a rapport. We're all down
in
here.
that class though.
Yeah,
innit?
it's beautiful.
You know,
It's really
fucking
nice.
great,
It's like it's
you
amazing.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
I-
we did it with Mumph. When
Yeah.
Mumph come on the podcast,
Yeah.
me and Mumph used to play together. So I'd seen Mumph probably 7 times in like 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be more than that because we were 18
Yeah.
and I'm 38, 20 years.
Wow.
And I'd see him off and on. I saw him, remember we played in a charity game down St Helens, we played the Saints, did we play in that game? So we played in that
Which
game.
one was it?
There's a St Joseph's down in St Helens rugby ground. Do you play in that?
No. Yeah.
It was when Mumf played anyway,
Yeah.
and I hadn't seen Mumf for years. But when Mumf came into my house to do the podcast, it was like I saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because we got on so well when
he's
we
a
played
character,
together.
man.
I think
And
we're all
he's a right
three
character.
of us are close to him, aren't we?
It is.
Yeah, a bit of a social
It's
butterfly.
like, yeah, he is.
funny.
He's one of them as well, which else
he
matters.
can fit in anywhere.
But when you play in that environment and at any level it may be, and you get on with those boys, you're friends for life, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Something like that. But it looks like in this day and age, especially up the further up the pyramid you go,
Football's
it
different
doesn't
now.
look that
Yeah.
way. Like,
Football's
you know
a
what I
business
mean?
in a box now.
Yeah.
You look after yourself. You don't care about the team. You look after yourself. You look at, if I got a team relegated, who's going to buy me? So I can get the next team relegated again. No one's going to say, "Oh yeah, you got them relegated. Let's buy him." If you score 4 goals a season, you're a striker. You score 4 goals a season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay money for you. I'm going to say, you know what? Stay where you are, pal.
Yeah.
Football now is like the lads ain't got no. There's no cohesion. There's no team spirit, and the last of it, sadly to say, in my view, just left Swansea. Leon Britton.
Yeah.
36 years old, 35. What a lad he is. Like, I could pick up the phone to him anytime because he was here from day one. He would never refuse a call of mine. And if he did refuse it, he'd text me saying, "Well, I'll phone you back, I'm in training." He'd do anything for me because he knows that we were, the club was on the brink of going down and we were all there. I was pissed off because I was sat on the bench because I thought, you know what, this is my team.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing about this. Brian Flynn, you use me at certain games because, they've got a quick fullback or a quick winger to sort of nullify that. But this is the most important game in Swansea's history. And we were down 2-1, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden,
Next one.
Jenks was crying on the pitch. All I remember, Lee Jenkins
Lee
crying on
Jenkins,
the
yeah.
pitch.
Yeah.
And he was panicking, and
Yeah.
he was he's a lovely kid, but he was bag of nerves and he's
Bad
very
chance,
flaky. And
Addicted to porn, wasn't he?
yeah. Him and Roger.
Just out there.
Him and Roger always
Random
reading and
thing,
watching porn. But like that day, a striker scored a hat trick. We won 4-2, and then, in my heart I just thought, you know what, I can leave happy now.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. My daughter was just about to be born, and I just thought to myself, you know what, I can't ask for any more. I didn't get the team that I started my career. I wasn't part of that. I didn't get relegated. So then, what was funny was me and John Ford went to Wembley Championship, and I said to him, "I bet you what would be funny if we win 4-2 and someone scores a hat trick." He went, "Yeah, lightning never strikes twice." Guess what happened?
Yeah. Fuck.
Sinclair.
Yeah.
I wish I would have put a bloody bet on.
Yeah, I just fucking imagine. I'm a postman myself. see.
Yeah, great job.
And
Still a
what it
chance,
is now,
Yeah.
well, it's changed a
Chappie's
bit.
still one, isn't he?
Say it again?
Sean Chapel?
Churchy is
Yeah.
up there, he works
the
with me,
boys
yeah,
are, aren't they?
fucking very good mate.
Has he lost all his hair yet?
It's gone. He's got a little bit on
He
the
was
side.
hanging on to the sides,
He was
wasn't
clinging
he?
on
Like
to
the
the
man
eye.
from Prodigy. I thought,
Yeah.
you can hear like that.
So
Feel
like,
the pressure.
yeah. So now,
start.
in our days,
Yeah.
you'd be like go out on your own, but now you share a van with someone, right?
Yeah.
Now I just got visions of me and Big John sharing a van, right? I'm slow as fuck. I just what I do, I park at the top of the road. I fucking stick Bob Marley on the radio. I go to Bifta and get John to do all the work. We'll be fucking finished by half past 9. Yeah, I'll be having breakfast by 9:45. It'll be fucking great.
When I was in
He's a hard
Falkirk,
worker.
I love-
What? Oh,
I love that job.
Everyone's got him down as a hard worker. Jesus Christ, then. Tell you what.
You don't think I work hard, do you? Come on.
Tell me about your running. Tell me about your run with Coos pre-season, mate.
Oh,
Michael Johnson run.
We had these
Oh,
400
tell you
metre tracks,
One of the
and we
funniest
had to.
Coos'
Was that
training.
Fairwood?
Coos' training was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
He made these wooden.
the nails were hanging out the side.
He made
These
these out of the
planks.
F4s. He picked
Yeah.
to Fulham to watch. I think Takan.
Yeah. Just
These
before
massive
Coleman
boards.
won it. Yeah.
He got the grounds to make them. There's nails and all sorts of screws sticking out of them. I mean, Coos, come on, mate, this isn't working. I think we had like black bin bags as parachutes and run off and all sorts of it. It was shocking.
There's no money then.
We're doing these 400. Well,
So
he
you've
had
got to
to
do
run on
things
the
properly,
board.
lads. And
He
I'm
saves
like,
himself
what the
all
hell's
the
this?
time.
This is the health and safety hazard. Nails hanging out of that. But yeah, he said, "Oh, we all have to do a run. We have to do it in a certain time."
Everyone was calling you lazy when he
Yeah,
right,
we don't
yeah,
lazy, don't run and all
the
that.
back and that.
Put the clock on. They were still running. Boom. That round. All right, lads.
He just goes to me.
Boom. Just kept on doing it.
He goes to me and what's this, boys? What's this now? So what's he doing here? He hasn't done anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Willow, doesn't like training, does he? Didn't like playing like the games, didn't he?
Play with the ball.
I swear to God, it was like Michael Johnson going around this 400 metre track. Never seen anyone so quick, mate. It was like, get out of the go on, Willow! That was the entertainment.
Still got it, like. I mean, he's still quick now, mind. He looks in good, Nick.
Quick,
son.
wasn't he?
Not as good as I should be. I snapped my quad off.
Oh,
About,
fuck.
Nasty one.
Yeah, the muscle came up. It was on Sky. I was 42 about 8 years ago, and what funny was I got dumped at the same time and my quad hung off.
Oh no, she could see the fucking career
I got in the
going
hospital.
back.
Yeah, I don't want to go over you anymore. Did I just hear that? Hello? Yeah, and sort of out, like the muscle coiled up into the knee, and they had to reattach it with 2 screws.
That doesn't sound
And like
much.
this leg's quite withered. And as I said, like we had a Jolly Boys outing for my 50th a couple of weeks ago. We went to sunny Spain. Magaluf.
Oh no! I'm imagining all them lot strutting down the strip, like boys in the under all them lot. They don't know what to get. I bet. Huh?
There's an old town, the old part where all the older folk go.
Yeah.
Not the strip's too young for me, but yeah, it was decent. I really enjoyed it. But Fordy went Gary Hackett. You know Gary Hackett used to play for West Brom and Shrewsbury. He is like the FA Cup. Yeah. There's some good lads, and it really had a good time, didn't we? Yeah. So I enjoyed it. You were meant to come, but you couldn't. You was at work, weren't you?
Yeah.
I invited him. Couldn't find your number again because you keep changing your number like the weather. Yeah.
Listen, they couldn't get Coatsy out the Morriston. He ain't fucking going on. He lost his passport when he was 22. Fuck, he goes down to Landor, Coatsy got a fucking nosebleed. He ain't leaving Morriston, man, let me tell you.
The first time I met him was through his brother, because me and his brother used to play in the reserves together when I first got here and stuff. And his brother's a lovely guy, really clever kid.
Nothing like
He took
this.
all the
Saying
brains
that.
His brother's a genius.
Never.
I'm thinking, how's that called his brother? He's articulate. He's well dressed. He's clever. He's still got his dreads.
No, it's got
Fucking right.
Yeah.
We
well,
remember, my mate said, when I said to my mate, we had fucking Super John on,
Yeah.
he said, fucking remember him, this is probably a testament to him as a person, like, when we'd all wait outside the players' change rooms, totally different to what it
what was
is
the name
now,
of that road by the prison?
Exactly.
Glamorgan Street.
And,
That's it. Yeah, Glamorgan Street there.
Yeah, and my mate Jamie
Car
Green said,
park.
fuck, I'll never forget the day I die, he said, all the players ignored us, and John come out in a pair of shorts, pair of flip-flops, and he'd come over, and he'd give all the fucking, all the boys are asking how it was so quick. I can't tell you the answer. He gave me fucking never be able to do another podcast. Right? But he said, and like down to earth, proper. And I stuck with my mate for that, it's
Well,
pretty
the
testament.
thing is, I grew up in the inner cities of Birmingham.
Yeah.
We are who we are. Do you know what I mean? Like you grew up in Tranmere, Birkenhead. You were from Morrison. Yeah, you never left. But like to me, it's like football to play for a team like that was a privilege, and the fans pay their money. Now you can't get near the players.
Yeah.
You have
Did
to.
you see that video that was
Oh,
on
shocking.
just before the what game do we need to win to stay up? The one I
West
went
Brom?
to. Not a Southampton game, I think
right.
it was. And there's a line of kids by the dugouts.
Yeah.
You know? Did you see it?
Yeah.
And I think it was Southampton anyway. There's a line of kids by the dugouts, and the players are coming walking through. They all come through Kyle Norton, and not just to pick on him, he's just one I remember. And they all come through, and they don't even look at the kids.
No.
They just literally
In
just
one.
keep walking past.
Yeah.
And then Nathan Dyer comes on, and Nathan Dyer stops,
Yeah.
and he starts talking to the kids. He has a selfie with one of the kids,
Yeah.
and you can see him. And I think one more did as well. Was supposed to, but the players just walk past as
Yeah,
if they weren't there,
interesting. They're like
and you
rock
could see the
stars, man.
kids standing there like
Thinking,
waiting,
you're my hero.
waiting,
I
yeah,
tell you, I pay
waiting.
for
Hero.
you.
Yeah.
You're not interested in them.
Yeah.
It's like Man City now as well. They've got this glass where the players walk past, and you're privileged to look at them through the glass, like they're like prized
Yeah,
animals.
exactly. Yeah.
so far away now, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, yeah.
Different level.
But how did that happen? That's fucking crazy. How did it get like that, innit?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
I
from our
remember,
generation.
when Swansea was first, there was a players' bar. Jimmy Gilligan used to be in the supporters' bar, so we
Yeah.
all used to go in there drinking with all the supporters, and it was a good crack.
Yeah.
You know, they will. Like I said, they pay your wages, and like I said, it's different now because football and the way it is. But then, to me, we were close to the fans. they had something to say, they tell you.
I don't understand the way they have. When they're injured, they go to their own country back home. And
Yeah, go to America or go to.
That's when you create your relationship with the physios,
Yeah.
the doctors, and you come close to them people, don't
Yeah.
you? Do you know what I mean? So have your own.
So the club is more like a family then?
Yeah, you have your own strength conditioning coach. So I think like
People are
Bowley's
so
got
rich
his own.
now.
So
It's
he's got,
different.
you know,
Isn't it? It's just the way it's changed. It's
you've
like
got
the
you know,
dynamics of football. That
It's
people,
not just Swansea City, is it? It's
It's
just the
everybody.
game.
No,
over
yeah,
it.
You
no,
see the
not
high
saying it's
Swansea.
Swansea,
It's just
yeah,
like, as I said, they are Premier League. They've got Premier League players. You know, not anymore. You know, how many of them are going to demand a get-out clause? How many of them are going to want to leave?
Well, Fabianski straight away, you know.
Probably a
back
smaller
there,
scale,
yeah.
Swansea, innit? Everyone, you know, a bit, you know, imagine at the bigger clubs what it's like. Looking after those big
Big
egos.
multi,
you know,
yeah,
egos, yeah.
350 grand a
Must be
week.
difficult for
I'm not
managers,
saying they're
you know
all
what I
on
mean?
it, but like, how do you say, well, I'm not going to play this week. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll still get £4 million a
Yeah.
month. Yeah.
This could be the problem that we get now with the guy that it looks like is going to be our manager, right?
It was one of my ex-players, my ex-teammates.
Fuck off. No
Yeah.
fucking way.
Yeah, it was at York together, me and Potsy.
Fucking
He's a
hell.
Brummie. He's from Dickens Heath.
Club he hasn't played
Well,
with,
funny have I got it written down. We played to 22 fucking clubs to this. You have probably played with them. Not like that Will Smith film. 6 degrees of separation, innit? Fucking, you know,
Johnny
fucking
Love.
played
Every
with
team
everyone.
photo I'm on like that.
Yeah.
He's got a signing on form. He's playing for the fucking
Oh, man,
Saints
you're going
next
to be playing
season.
with the Saints, fucking hell.
Yeah, get me on it, son.
Fucking
Get me
hell.
on it. Back to Potsy. It's a lovely lad, great kid. As I said, he got the job because of the Arsenal thing, and he's
Well,
give
Arsenal
credit
thing, no,
where credit
no,
where
Arsenal
credit's
Europe,
due.
didn't he?
Say it
Give him
again.
some credit.
In Eu-
He got
in
that
Euro-
team
Europa
promoted
League.
through all them
Arsenal,
leagues. Yeah, got that team promoted in that country through
Yeah.
all the leagues. All right, he deserves a chance. But the thing is, the way football is now, it's so hard
Yeah.
for homegrown or English managers to look at Solskjaer, what he did.
Yeah.
He was down the road, didn't produce.
Yeah.
Adios,
Gone.
amigo.
But everyone thought he was going to be great.
Yeah,
didn't he?
and that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Is I keep recycling the same old managers over and over again, whether they do good or they do good bad. Moyes, Big Sam,
Yeah.
like Sam,
Allardyce.
Bad leg coaching.
Yeah,
Sam's
yeah.
a great manager. Moyes is a great manager when he was at Everton. He went to Man U. I don't know what happened, but for me, it's like give somebody else a chance. Look at Alan Pardew did at West Brom. He's a fantastic manager, great pedigree. Darren Moore goes in, probably gets closer to the players,
Spot
comes
on.
down to earth,
Yeah.
and they play. They produce
Yeah.
nearly a great escape.
Yeah.
Are they going to keep Darren Moore on?
He's been
Yeah,
kept on.
yeah,
kept on,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
That's
I
good
said,
for
And rightly so as
yeah,
well. isn't it?
Pellegrini is another one they've just recycled.
Yes,
He's
it's
back
spot
again.
on, yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
said,
He's on
why
more
don't
than
they?
Arsenal manager,
Yeah,
isn't he?
there's a
They've
lot
had
of
somebody on more
people
money than the
out
Arsenal
there
manager.
with really good
Emirates,
qualifications that can't even get an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, forget creed, forget colour. There's people there who've got every single licence and they can't get a job because no one's willing to give them a
Yeah.
chance.
Do you think he'll do all right?
Who?
Potsy.
Well, as Frank Burrows would say, he needs to win at least 2 games in his first 5 to ease the pressure, and then get going,
Yeah.
and then he'll know what he's got and what he hasn't got.
Yeah.
But Potts is a clever guy.
Really?
Thinker. Yeah, he's a nice kid. He'll know what he wants, and he'll sit there because he took his whole family and he made the move to go to Sweden.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is his time now to be a success. So he has to become ruthless. He's got to become selfish. He's got to do. I seen that in Kuz to change. He might have changed as a manager.
Yeah.
Because you have to become. You're there on your own. Everyone's pointing at you, and he's a strong enough character. From when he was early, he left Birmingham, moved to Southampton, he moved back to Birmingham. Lucky bugger, he played for like most of the teams in the Midlands. He was like a Midland whore. He played for Birmingham, he played for Stoke, he played for West Brom.
It's coming from him.
I had to go far afield. I wish I was him. I could stay in my hometown, but you know, I'm glad on the journey that I went to. But Potsy, as I said, he's had a good few years in Sweden. I think it'll be a success, especially at the championship level.
Yeah, of
if
course,
that
yeah.
guy down the road can do it.
Yeah.
But it's if.
And
It's if.
I watched them a few times this year as well, and they didn't play football. They stopped people from playing football and beat them.
But it fucking works, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like
Good
football,
results.
But that's
football
Fulham
there's
plays
not
a
just
pretty-
one way to play
Would you
football.
prefer
is
that?
there? You know
There's
what I
two.
mean?
There's
It's
new
hard,
school
isn't
and
it?
old school. Fulham
I prefer
playing
that.
pretty
I'd
football,
rather-
beautiful
Friends
Villa
with the
play
team.
both.
And just
My
come
money
down and
will be on
watch the
Villa
team.
winning tomorrow
Yeah.
I don't know what
Because
the magic happen.
they don't. Fulham don't know how to change their style. They
Yeah,
only
of
play
course,
one
I
way.
don't know whether,
Pass.
no matter
Villa,
what it means,
when I've set
do you want
pieces,
us to
horrible,
just
nasty,
get back
aggressive,
up?
and then they can put the
Which
pass
I
away
know.
to it as
Yeah,
well. They've got some good players. It'll be an interesting game.
like John's just saying there now, that what you're saying about Graham Potts with the he stops other teams playing like
No,
Coates.
no.
Oh,
No,
Warnock.
Warnock, sorry,
yeah.
Warnock stops other teams playing. We obviously, as Swans fans, that's the last thing we want, isn't it? You know.
You've got a brand, and that's what's interesting.
Yeah.
That brand was started by, let me go far back as to say, Brian Flynn tried to start it, Roberto mastered it.
Yeah.
And then whatever followed on from Roberto, yeah, this is the end product now. The players that you didn't have probably didn't have that same philosophy because Roberto's gone, he's made a success of his life and done really well. But that was a Swansea brand.
Yeah.
We passed teams to death. I came here when they were in League One, and it was them and Doncaster that played that style,
Yeah.
the two
Yeah,
teams.
yeah.
Doncaster
And it
were a
was
good side, yeah.
beautiful to watch.
What was Doncaster? The one day in the end, was it?
No, it was
Before their money.
O'Driscoll.
Sean
Sean
O'Driscoll.
O'Driscoll.
Yeah, yeah.
Rogers took him.
Yeah.
to
They were a good
coach
side.
Liverpool, didn't
They
he?
were a
Yeah,
good side.
he was great, mate. The football that both played, and that was a Swansea brand then. Swansea played free-flowing, beautiful football, scored great goals. And then you had a big Rastafarian up front who was lazy but scored goals.
Yeah, yeah.
He picked up some
Scotland.
good
A lot
hungry-
of goals.
He picked
Yeah.
up. He picked
Very
up a lot
underrated.
of. Sorry, mate. He picked
Sorry.
up a lot of hungry lads though. Then didn't
Yeah,
he?
Rangel was one I saw, and I
Yeah.
thought he was
Cheap,
fantastic when I first saw him.
Hungry, wanted to progress. And
With
so went away from it,
Rangel,
didn't he?
when we played in League One, we
was
me
too
and the
good for
boys
it.
had it, but we were like, oh, will he be able to make that step up to the
Yeah.
championship? That was the
He was too
concern.
good for
It
that
was
as well.
like, yeah. And then next thing, we was like, we better get it right back just in case Rangel can't hack it, like, you know what I mean? And then he was just fine in the championship. He was like,
Yeah.
we better get it right back now when we go to Premier
Yeah.
League because Rangel won't be able to get
Yeah.
it. And then he did it again, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a good player. And as I said, like the first, I saw them play Man City, and I was watching it on the television when Man City's got the rich guy, and I was rooting for Swansea. They got hammered 5-0.
Yeah.
I take you as captain, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went down to watch when Swansea played Villa. Benteke come off the bench. He was 19 at the time. So I sat there. It was Laudrup. Is it Brian Laudrup? Or the
Michael,
brother?
yeah,
Michael
Michael
Laudrup. Yeah. He took over from
Rogers.
yeah, and I love Brendan Rodgers. I think he's a lovely guy. But I just thought he inherited a great style of play and a great team and got a good job from it
Right.
at Liverpool. And he carried that on as well and done very well at Liverpool. He's done fantastic at Celtic. But for me, he should give a big handshake to Roberto for passing it on to him.
Yeah.
And Laudrup tried to change the style into a counter-attacking. And so did Gary, I think. Gary Monk.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember Monk's one of his first press conferences, and he said, "I'm going to play great football, but I am going to get him harder to beat away from home." In his press conference, so
Yeah.
I think he, like you say,
did.
manages.
Well, as a player, you could
You
see.
put your own stamp on it.
Yeah,
of
If
course
we've
you
been
do,
in
yeah,
charge,
yeah.
you put your own,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whoever.
Like,
So
But
I
Swansea,
remember
the fans are
saying
so
that.
used to this
Yeah.
beautiful free-flowing football. It was like Swansea Lona, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
it
was like,
was,
wow,
yeah.
you know, it's great to watch, but how long can you play that for? Man City play it because they've got the best players in the world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Man United play it. Man
No, nowhere
United
near.
try to stop teams from
Yeah.
playing, but they've got the best players in the world at doing that.
Plus, as well, United fans have had 20
Of
years
success.
of wingers, fast football.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Not only winning,
Yeah.
but fucking amazing to watch.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, now Mourinho come in, and Mourinho's sometimes been negative, like he's playing two in front of the back four. And United fans, they've been spoiled tonight.
Yeah.
They're thinking,
Yeah.
They're not the
fuck,
same.
don't
They're
forget,
changing
United
style.
finished second,
Yeah.
right? To a team that have spent fucking nearly $1 billion
Millions.
fucking pound, right? And the United fans
They're still not happy.
are just not,
Yeah.
they're not happy, like, you
Because
know.
the thing is, like, Fergie gave them something that they've never had. And and to my age, I went to this first game in charge in '86. And I'm not even a Man U fan. My sister lived up there because I was a bit crazy. They had to ship me up there to stay up for 6 weeks holiday.
Right.
Her fella was this big, massive white guy with the old prodigy haircut,
Yeah.
big hairy chest and a V-neck jumper. Like
Oh,
yours.
Sean Chapel.
I got in and he said to me, can't do a Manc accent. He says, "Oh, got a ticket for you, lad." I said, yeah, come on then. He said, "So, Man U?" I said, "I don't like them." I said, "I'll come though." I said, "Who they playing?" He said, "Oh, Watford." So I've gone and watched the team. They had Jesper Olsen, Gordon Strachan,
Strachan.
Bailey in goal, all these players, like proper
Yeah,
old
man.
ones, and like John Barnes and Luther Blissett were playing. That's what I remember because they were brothers. And I sat there and I was so bored out of my head. It was shocking.
Oh,
They
that's
drew
right.
1-1.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, what's your mind?
Yeah, it was
Your main
bad.
man.
The place was rocking. It was
Yeah.
heaving. But the game itself
Shit,
was
yeah.
poor. And I thought, yeah, I'm never going to be a Man U fan. And then he nearly got the sack if he didn't win the
He
FA
did,
Cup.
yeah, that's the story.
And the people keep going about Mark Robbins, but after that, I played against Man U when Cantona was there. I played against them when McClare and Hughes were up front, and I think he just went in and done everything the way he wanted to do it, and they responded to him. If you weren't, he didn't care who you were. If you didn't do what he told you to do, you're out the door. And
You can see that.
Well, they had
Don't forget all
they
the
had a
kids coming to
massive,
end, didn't
they had a massive drinking culture, like
Yes.
you know,
McGrath,
Stebbins,
them
McGrath,
firms,
Robinson,
Stapleton.
Robson
Yeah.
as well. But if you remember, Paul McGrath went to Villa
Yeah.
and won Player of the Year,
Yeah.
mate.
Played against them
Right?
in that season.
Really, and
92.
what was he like
He
playing
finished
against?
runners-up, didn't
Different
he?
class.
What was that,
Different
92?
class.
He finished runners
92,
up Villa that year.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
Premier League that
Gillian
was.
Atkinson,
Did you know?
yeah.
Did you know something I found out doing a little bit of research on John? He scored the second goal in Premier League
Fastest.
history.
Yeah, second
No
fastest.
way.
Swansea on the map again in a Coventry shirt.
So when he went to Coventry at the start of the Premier League,
Very
year,
first one, 1992. Yeah.
and he
And
was
Brian Dean scored the first goal,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah,
Because that's the
Liverpool.
famous one,
Yeah.
like Brian Dean scoring.
Yeah.
And John scored the second one.
Yeah.
fuck
Against
you,
Middlesbrough.
Did you do your dance?
Nah. No, I didn't know what to do then.
When did that start then?
Let's go.
So where's your head at then when you go from fucking being a postman to playing?
To Swansea, then to
At
play
Old
in a Coventry.
Trafford,
in front of-
In the Premier League.
Yeah. playing at Old
funny
Trafford,
story
playing
about
at Anfield.
That's right. Like,
Do you get overruled? What I'm saying is,
I'm telling you the
you know,
story
do
now.
like-
This is mad. Like season started off like a house on fire. Coventry were top of the league. We battered everybody.
Good side,
We
like,
were
quite-
counter-attacking. We had pace. We had everything. We were brilliant.
Beat Liverpool 5-0.
Brian
yeah.
Kilcline.
Battered Liverpool 5-1. We weren't there then.
5-1.
Still
You weren't
there.
there then,
No,
was
no. They were all. I'm not that old. We went to Old Trafford. Like 65,000 there then. I've walked out. I've looked up and I've just
yeah,
shit myself.
Spurs, yeah.
Swansea, yeah, the crowd, but never ever seen anything like that in my life. 65,000 people watching. We were losing 2-0 at half time. I see my number come up and I was like, yes. I ran off the pitch. He says, come on, son, you're starstruck. They lost 5-0. Bobby Gould.
Bobby Gould.
Yeah, great manager,
Bobby
man. Great
Gould.
bloke he is.
When did Phil Neal come
He
in
come
then?
down the Swans.
Phil Neal was his assistant manager.
Was he?
And because he was at Liverpool, he was getting a lot of stick. And do you remember that England thing? Do I not like that?
Oh,
yeah. Graham Taylor, yeah.
Yeah.
Linesman. Can you tell your friend he just cost me my job?
Phil Neal was like the little parrot on his
Yeah, he
shoulder.
was.
He's
Graham Taylor would go like that.
Yeah.
We got him at that Koeman. Phil Neal would be like that behind him. We got him at that Koeman boss.
Great video on that, isn't it?
But like, he was at club at the time, and he hated me. I don't know why.
I
He
love the story
absolutely
of Phil
loved
Neal.
me.
I just think he's, you know, I'm coming from a Liverpool fan.
He's
and
a
thinking Phil
legend,
Neal.
mate.
We used to ask him about Willow all the time. Tell me about Phil Neal. Tell me about Phil Neal.
Don't.
What did he used to say to you? He said, "You sit right, go back in his office. You're going back out on loan. Get yourself."
Oh, no.
He's called the Lone
Speak to him,
Ranger.
mate.
I used to walk in, says he's going again, and it's just like a revolving door. I think he's taking a mickey. And I think, fair enough to him, the team, like, we lost all the pace. It just became boring and hard to beat. And we used to win 1-0 or lose 1-0. And they finished 10th that season. And he was lauding it, thinking, yeah, I've changed it. And we used to call him Mutley, because all he used to talk about was his medals.
Right, yeah.
So like once we went to an army camp, and do you know Jonathan Gould? Played
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Celtic
yeah.
in
Yeah,
Scotland. He's Bobby Gould's son.
Yeah.
And we were all up there. Went to this army camp in Aldershot, and I was proper asleep. I'd sleep on a nail. I'd fall asleep anyway. So I was fast asleep in the tent. And I shared with Peter Unlof, and then all of a sudden, all I could hear was, "Oi, Willow, smile! I can smell you. I can smell your missus's perfume. I know you're putting the tent down." I was giggling in the tent. I'm thinking, what's he on about? Anybody did anything at that club, it was me. He blamed me for everything, and I wasn't even there half the time.
Well, they reckon Phil Neal never recovered from when Joe Fagan quit with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Well, they reckon the board more or less promised Phil Neal
The
the
job,
job,
yeah.
right? And
I've heard this story,
they
yeah.
give it to Dalglish.
Yeah.
Well, Dalglish said, "Do you want to be my number 2?" And Phil Neal was supposed to fucked it off
Yeah.
and left because he was. I think they built
He
Phil
respected
Neal.
it,
Bolted,
yeah.
didn't
Phil
he?
Neal was captain.
Yeah.
He was
a
the next-
quality player, mate.
Yeah, you know, great.
Unbelievable.
I think he's the highest scoring fullback ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just didn't have a personality.
Yeah. But They reckon he never recovered from that.
Yeah, it's
they
true.
reckon,
I
you
agree
know.
with you. Because like, he used to take me for one-on-ones, and oh my god, he used to bore the pants off me. And he used to say to me, "Oh, Willow." Every time, all he used to say was Willow. I could be in my house, I could hear Willow, Willow. It's constant.
Yeah.
On my case.
Can you tell a story about that?
No, I
Music?
can't.
No.
No, that's not. That's not right.
That's what
That'll get-
that's what the after dark version of
That's I'll tell you that one after when this pod's off.
Take us away.
He said to me, right, this is where I want you to hit it, Willow. And he said, I'm going to do it 10 times. See this, you know, they used to have the stanchion. And he used to go, right, I used to take penalties. I can't do his voice because his voice is hilarious. He says, I want you to do it like this, bang, like this, bang, like this. Every single one in the stanchion.
Right.
I went, you know what, you deserve your medals, mate. See you later. A different class. But the thing is, he could show you how to do it, but he couldn't tell you how to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause he was frustrated because he was that good. It's like Maradona, and imagine Lionel Messi and people, Ronaldo being a coach trying to teach you what he can do.
Yeah.
You're going to get frustrated.
Yeah.
So he had a good career as a coach, but as I said, I think he just needed to work on his man management.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I saw him in Liverpool as well. I was out in Liverpool on a night out with Paul Cook. Another one I just saw the other day.
Oh, he was there.
I saw
yeah,
Cookie
yeah,
and Maga.
Yeah.
He got promoted from Wigan, and he was like having a few beers, and even he now is constantly going about Phil Neal on my case. Everyone
Good player, Cookie, wasn't
yeah,
he?
he's different class. Yeah,
I was saying about no saying about Messi and all them.
yeah.
Remember Gaza went to China at the
Yeah.
Oh,
coach
yeah.
was like,
Yeah, it's not
he
right.
fucking lasted about a
Yeah.
week.
He was gone then, though, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. He
Barnes
went out
at Celtic.
to coach
Yeah.
the side.
Say it again.
You want to coach?
Yeah, Gaza
Yeah,
went
he
to
was
China.
imagine-
to coach.
Imagine Gaza trying to
You know what
coach
I
you.
mean? You know, fucking.
He's too busy fucking around. Like.
And drinking.
It's like you. It's like you coaching Morriston Olympic, innit? Coach his head fucking gone, and he's fucking. You know what I mean? He's doing the fucking dentist chair, coach he is and all that. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, his head's gone.
Quality.
I got to ask you a question. One of the boys who listens to the podcast regularly asked me. So I wrote it down word for word. He said, "Can you make sure you ask John this question?" Right? Did you deliberately miss a sitter at 0-0 when clean through for Kidderminster down the vetch in the last minute in 2003, or were they just knackered? Can you remember that? It must have been when we were struggling and we were about to.
Yeah, I did score up at Kiddie, didn't I? We beat you 2-0 there. But I think I don't know. I probably just missed. I was at Kiddie at the time. I'd have been playing on the wing.
I hope we fucking celebrated, because that
Did
does
we?
my head in.
Yeah,
When people don't fucking
Yeah,
celebrate,
Nah.
you know.
I was at
fuck
this
that.
club 3 times.
Yeah.
Right? They paid my wages, paid my mortgage, gave me a great life, gave me a start in football. And the fact that I had to leave for whatever reason, yeah, the first one I left for success, came back on loan. I loved it the second time, just as much as the first time. I met Johnny Cornforth, I met Steve Torpey. Who's the one with the little big ears winger?
Orgy.
Busy little, yeah,
John
busy
John
Orgy,
Hodge,
John
yeah.
Hodge.
Yeah,
He had some great good players then.
yeah.
Came back then, and then the third time, I've got to tell you this story. Denny's reminded me of it. I was in Denny's a lot at the time. I just left Darlington, and I was married at the time, and I thought, you know what, I want to go Disney World. So I said to the missus, pack all the stuff up, let's go Disney, let's go and have the crack. So I'm going to get another contract.
How easy is life for him?
He's still spending his 10 grand. He is.
I'm not going to get another contract. I'm old now, and you know what I mean. So I've gone to America, and I'm not being funny. The Yanks were so nice. I thought, you know what? I have ribs, corn dogs. And this is when I came back, and
That's when Mahogany House was created.
I came back from America, and I thought, oh, what am I going to do for work now, love? She said, oh, we have to think. I thought, oh, the phone's bleeping. Didn't have mobile phones.
Yeah.
Then, you know. Big Willow, come down to Swansea to the veteran, meet me, please. John Hollins. I played it again. I said, listen, you got to get me a gurgle, man. That's fuck. My Nick was out there. My Benny was out there.
Willow walks in like Sherman Club.
Yeah, I'm like American. I had all these corn dogs. And I walked into the office, and I'm like, I walked into the office, and Hollins is on a chair, and I'm like, ah. Right, Gaffer, how you doing, John? Yeah, nice to meet you. Big Willow, I want you to do some running, you know, a bit of experience. I said, yeah. He offered me this, and I said, yeah, I'll sign that. I didn't even negotiate, signed it. 2-year deal. I said, yeah, I'll sign that. Signed it. First day, it was running, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Stepped on a shell, pulled my calf. Right there. I thought, oh, I can get myself fit now. Now I'm injured. It was bad.
That was a funny run, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, on the beach, wasn't
On
it?
the beach, because that was when
He
we all
never used to
turned
do
around.
anything.
We
John
were on the
Mullins.
beach, weren't we?
Yeah.
And never forget it, Leader Volts just looked round. Smudge was caning Yegs,
Yeah.
wasn't he? About his missus, always on about his missus, you know,
John Hartson's
giving that
sister.
about bit of banter and that.
Yeah.
And Yegs just turns round and went, "You've had your fucking ears done, you haven't you? You've had your fucking ears pinned back." And
Yeah.
all the nuts like, he's pulled his car, Smudge has had his ears pinned back.
Great bunch of lads, so that was a different
Like
class.
that.
That group of boys.
Still tries to run on your car, didn't
I
you?
know.
Oh,
It was
so,
out, and then when I
Big
came
favour
back,
3
I
weeks
think I
ago.
came back against Exeter and scored.
yeah.
That's when I took my shirt off. I can't. This hurt me, and actually, one of the things that hurt me the most. I know I played for the other team, but like I'd rather play than be unemployed.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
of course,
me.
yeah, yeah,
I came back.
You're talking
and
to the wrong
you know the
fucking
North
people
Stand?
here.
Some bloke in there was absolutely abusing me
Yeah.
to the max. I scored 2. I took my shirt off, and I went, "There you go. There's my 2 goals." Fucking self, I think I got done by the Welsh FA. I'll never forget that. I got that picture up in my house actually.
My old mate was on not so long ago, and wasn't Kevin Nugent's working for Millwall now, right?
Yeah, I still speak to Nuge.
Yeah, so Nugent got us. I went to Millwall with my mate, a few of the boys, right?
Yeah.
Because we were in London in January. So Nugent got us tickets.
Yeah.
So he was telling a story about, like, obviously Nugent seen us Cardiff when even
Yeah.
when he came and played for the Swans, and that last game where we won 4-2, like all the Swans players fucking chuffed, we won and everything, and the Swans fans run over and go, Nugent, Nuge, and as he turned around, he going, "You fucking Cardiff cunt!" He told that story on the podcast. See, it just never goes away, does it, with some people? It's just fucking...
Did you come before or after Nuge?
I came before him.
Is that before and then you left and then
Yeah,
I
and
got
he
quite
stayed.
close with Nuge.
Who?
Nuge. I think maybe because we were going out at the time.
We was at
Kevin
Fingal
Nugent.
together, weren't we? We were at Cardiff together.
Yeah, you were close and then I think
Yeah.
because of that we got talking to Nuge, hard fella.
Yeah, he could have a fight.
Really?
I'll tell you a story about him. With, do you know Jason Fowler?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
him?
Yeah.
He's like, we used to call him Fox because he was like great talent, good player. And the year we went up with Cardiff, Nuge must have said something to him at half time, and he just completely blanked him. You know when like you're heated up and someone just ignores you,
Yeah.
gets your goat, doesn't it? It winds you up. So next minute now, Nuge just ran after him, and Frank Borrows was coming behind me. We was all coming in the tunnel. All I've heard was, "You can't!" Bang! I swear to God, he hit the floor. Knocked out like that. Frank Burrows comes in, steps over him. Get a stretcher for him. He's coming out. He's knocked him out. Took him off.
I remember he got
Don't tell
wind.
anyone what happened.
Nuge was a bit like serious character Nuge.
Yeah, he's like a
we'd have like
eco
baby
warrior.
food before
Right.
like
Yeah,
the games
proper.
and stuff. And anything that he'd fought to get him
Yeah.
a little,
You know, used to go
a
for
little
bread.
edge like.
Now people turning up for having yogurt.
Yogurt
Yeah.
pots, little Muller
Yeah,
rice
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Lost energy, well, that
Yeah.
slot would just go for the breakfast.
Remember
Like he used to eat
he,
McDonald's.
I think Rog was close to Coos at the time, and
Yeah.
I think Nuge was trying to get rid of him, and he ended up chasing Rog around the training ground, didn't he?
Yeah,
Trying
it was
to
in
kill
the
Roger at
bathroom.
one point, thinking, Roger, you better be quicker than that, pal. Nuge catches you, you're gone, son.
Yeah, he had a temper on him.
He just snapped. I think he'd be trying to get rid of him. You could
He's
see
such
he
a
was
laid back guy, though.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
Top
I remember.
man, innit?
So I'd
I
never
remember
seen
when
that,
we went
like
to
that.
end of
top
season
man, innit?
trip.
Yeah.
It was 5 o'clock in the morning. I was bladdered, and I was in some Spanish cafe, sat in a corner drinking coffee, just out my face. I've looked in the dark corner. Some guy smoking a fag with a little espresso. I went, "Is that you, Nuge?" And he went, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Well, I went, "What are you doing here?" I says, "I can't go back to the hotel." I said, "Di Thomas is in there." This is off his trolley. He had a sausage sticking out his mouth and he's going blue. I ran out and left him laughing my head off. I felt bad, so I had to go and sit in this cafe.
Good player Nuge as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a very good guy.
Well, knocked up quick as a centre forward, clever, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Good player, pulling on the back
Hold the
stick.
ball
like,
up, bring
yeah.
people into play, could score with his head.
Yeah, good player.
Nice guy, top man.
So you must have seen.
Was Billy Era.
Fuck, you played
Yeah,
like 200,
Billy.
fuck, 200 odd games, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who did?
So you must have seen.
The coming and goings.
You must have seen like, fuck, you
Yeah.
know, season
It
after
was 98
season.
till 2004, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably split my career in half at Swansea, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Half decent, not saying good, but half decent, and last 2.5, 3 years shite, like, do you know what I mean? But it's difficult, you know.
Why
different-
shite?
Different circumstances
think
in
you
a
were a little
way.
bit harsh on yourself there, or?
No, you just can't.
it
When you're
just,
not in the team and you're not playing and you're not
well,
on the
I
bench,
played
Right,
most of the
thank God,
time.
yeah.
season, you don't class it as
Yeah.
being
I
a
played most of the
player
time.
like.
When I was like 18, just turned 19, got beat by Scunthorpe in the playoffs. Devastating, because I think that was the last Wembley.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was going to be the last year of Wembley. Thinking, okay, now this is alright. We got to the playoffs first season, doing okay, not pulling any trees up. Second year, you win the league. So I've won the league by the time I'm 20 and been in the playoffs the year before. And like I said, I only played 5 reserve games before. So I'm thinking, it's going okay.
This is
season.
easy.
Not, well, not so much as easy, but I was never that good enough to say I had to train 5 days a week if I missed a day. And probably caught up with me when I was 27, 28, to be honest. Because I'd play through calf injuries or whatever. You just wouldn't the time, wouldn't you? You just take a couple,
That was the time.
couple
Just
of
to
ibuprofen
avoid
and
the
you
ball
just
losing
do
the
it.
place as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
injections, whatever. So yeah, and then obviously my form dipped. I had a couple of operations before I left Swansea, pointless ones as well. I had bad stomach. I was only training 2 days a week. It was like a bag of shite when I trained 2 days a week. We meant to go to Magaluf. I don't know if you went.
You sure it wasn't, but,
And Richie Evans said, you got an operation in Swindon. And it ended up, they pulled all my stomach muscle down, levelled it all. Anyway, he said, you'll be able to drive back. Fucking hell, I didn't get out of hospital for 2 days. Didn't move off the couch for a week. I sit next season, I had the same pain in the groin, getting out of bed sideways after the game. Couldn't walk for 2 days after the game. Went back in the next summer. That was the summer I left. Kenny Jackett took over. And on from the January to the end of the season, I didn't even train. Everyone just said, just go to the gym. He doesn't want you. Just go to the gym, go home. Getting paid for nothing really, but the pain hadn't gone.
Wasn't you his assistant then?
So I'd paid for like 2 years with this pain. I'm thinking, why didn't I just get it sorted out? But then when I went to Morecambe, I got rid of it in 3 weeks. Yeah. Series of cortisone injections. He said, why have you had 2 operations? You know what I mean? Our doctor at Morecambe at the time was Bolton Wanderers doctor. Clever fella like Dr. Trevor Fleet.
Doug Amos.
I had like 4 weeks of core work, 3 or 4 injections.
Oh, you're good.
Gone. So I played for 2 years with like no excuses, like, do you know what I mean? It probably wasn't good enough, but like I said before about Henderson, I think you just have to stay yourself as a player. Fans get,
I'd say the first
especially
time I met him.
fullbacks, you know what I mean?
First
Get
time I met
sick,
him.
don't they?
Cardiff Derby.
Really?
Oh.
It stamped on my arm. I thought my arm was broken. He stood over me like that. I thought, you little shit. I was getting off the stretcher. I scored an overhead kick. We lost 2-1. Huh?
Was it you and
We won
Dave?
2-1. I was only.
You beat us 2-1.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bounty scored
Bounty
one,
and Julian
didn't
also.
Oh,
And come on. Then an overhead goes on. An overhead kick. Bang. Got it in. And all of a sudden I'm playing. This little midget stamps on my arm. You know that cold, that hot heat rush just. I thought my arm's broken. And he's like that. I could have killed him. I come off, my arm was like that, and I was getting some abuse from the fans. Judas, and I was like, I'm not gonna look.
Sometimes the
I'm not
fans.
looking. I love you really. I know you like me. And they took me off.
Playing, because you had Willow was playing, you had most of the Cardiff players.
Bowes.
We were all mates.
Yeah.
Jason
Bowles,
Bowles,
Team,
Leggy.
we were all
Yeah.
mates.
Yeah,
like
Fucking
that,
mad,
And that's what's
Leggy,
funny.
yeah.
Like
Still
I
there.
left, went to Cardiff, and it
Like
was
he
like
played in
mini
that game?
Swansea.
Really?
There was Di Thomas.
Right.
There was Bowes. There was Leggy. I'm sure there was.
Leggy didn't play in that game, did he?
No, he wasn't there. He was still at Ipswich. He came after.
Bowes didn't
Towards-
have a game either.
Bowes played in that game.
He came on.
No, I'll tell you what, Delaney played in that game.
Mark Delaney.
Remember him? Because he
was
battered us
brilliant.
first half. He absolutely battered us. I don't know if you
He's a good
remember the
footballer.
game.
Almost.
Delaney, wasn't he?
Wait,
Real good.
Great guy.
We won 2-1 home.
Yeah, he
Get
beat
beat
us.
1-0.
0-0 at our place, I won it.
I was suspended for that game.
1-0, I thought.
No, you beat us 2-1, and it was 0-0.
Yeah.
3-1, 1-0. We beat you at your place.
I'll tell you, when I first went there, to Cardiff, none of them knew who I was. I was chuffed.
Really? Oh, right. So you didn't,
And then
you
when they
didn't have a
found out,
stick
they
you
said,
thought
"Oh, he's a has-been, he's shit." And all of a sudden, "Oh, he's a cult figure." And I see it in the paper. I said, "Oh, you spelt it wrong."
I remember one summer I was with the kids and the missus and the father-in-law. We were all down Butlins or something like that. And what's his name? God rest his soul. Billy Eyre.
Yeah.
He phoned. Said, do you want to come to Cardiff?
To you?
Yeah.
What did you
He
go?
said, I'm asking you now before I mention it to Burrows and before they before they phone the club and that. And I let me think, walking up there saying, fuck, I can't. if I go there,
You get
I'm
killed.
fucked.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Yeah.
Why?
You'd have had
It's
to-
Because-
just like
Because
fucking
you're
idiots.
the Swansea boy as
Yeah,
well, which is
different
an
from-
extra
yeah.
step again.
I
Like,
know idiots would still beat me up today
Yeah.
for fucking going.
yeah.
So yeah.
But,
So
Do you know he's right. Like,
You know
yeah,
the
he
dog
was.
instead.
Coach is
not
right.
beat up, loads, all him,
There'd be
everybody would understand and think fucking good now,
Yeah.
but he would get some idiot.
Maybe someone
who'd
pissed in
fucking
town and
nut
come up to you,
you.
wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fucking you can't.
And they go, oh, coach, you forget all that 5 years you fucking played for us. This is for the fucking season you had in fucking Cardiff. You can't. That's what they'd say, isn't it?
And I was gutted because anywhere with Burrows and Billy,
Yeah.
I would have gone anywhere
Yeah, but
at
not
that
there.
time. I would have left straight away.
Just being in Butlins would stress you out enough. I got stuck in, we always used to take the name in the Butlins, and I got stuck on the water ride, the fucking, the rubber dinghy one, like. I got stuck on the top of it, right?
Mine is.
Mate, nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm walking down the slide with my ass, no fucking, all I care, like, the fucking guy on the guy on the bottom and saying, what are you doing? No, I ran out of water, like, you know what I mean? My ass was dragging along the side, like, I'm walking, first ever person to walk down the fucking slide, like, the Butlins, like, they fucking tried banning me, the cunts. I love the water park, cheeky fuckers. Fuck yeah.
It's like, you look at it and you just think that the history is just.
Oh, hello.
Right.
How you doing, you right?
How's it going?
Yeah, you right, yeah?
Everything right?
Yeah, good, mate.
I'm shooting off.
Yeah.
When you guys are done, if you want any food, pop down to see Chloe.
Right.
She'll sort you out.
Is there any
Top
chance
man.
of getting the guys? Do you want a beer, John?
Yeah.
I'm driving, so yes, please.
Blue Moon or Cause?
Yes, please. You choose. I don't
Blue
know.
Moon. Yeah.
Course, please, mate.
Cause, yeah.
Course, be right.
Do you want a
Van
beer,
Dam drinks that, so.
Cause, yeah.
Yeah,
No
cheers,
problem.
Kev. Thank you,
That's
mate, you gentleman.
Yeah.
See, John, you're in a big time, but you're like, we get fucking Denny's waiters and give him beer. I hope these are free. Fucking hell, they bring it out.
Yeah, free food. You'll see me fucking, I'd be fucking up here.
Yeah, and as I said, like, great memories, great times at this club. So some of the, like, do you remember Di Malsom? You remember
Yeah.
him? You remember him, don't you?
He's
He was
got
your
a
age.
kid with a bird up in him.
Huh?
He's got a kid with a bird up in him.
He was a Cardiff kid.
Right.
He had the biggest
Curly hair.
ears I've ever seen. Curly hair. Big time child. He was a youth team player. And I just come, like, I was injured at the time. And I was walking through. And he dropped the N-bomb on me.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So Ken, who was a physio, he used to put them on these electric things, didn't he? I turned up to full blast and electrocuted him. I went, ha! That was funny. That was. And I seen him in Cardiff a couple of years. He used to work in a shoe shop. And he gave me a big hug and apologised. And I said, oh, don't worry. I said, things like that don't bother me. I said, it's just the way it goes. This is heat of the moment stuff. And I said, you look at, like, a lot of people in football, you don't remember them. Whether you only remember the ones who have done something good for you or
Yeah.
are good players.
Sorry, lads, you've drunk us up a cold cause.
All
I
right.
can quickly chill more, but it won't be cold enough soon enough. Do you want some Blue Moon?
Yeah,
I'll
that'll
try
be
it,
right.
Yeah? You've never
Yeah.
tried it before?
Never.
Oh, they're all good.
No,
Next
no.
time we have to try it.
No.
Yeah, it's crap.
Who do we have to
Yeah,
ask for again? What's the girl's name?
Chloe,
That's it. I've got to keep that in mind.
yeah.
Chloe.
long blonde hair.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure it's for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Try
Cheers,
it.
Kev. Thank you, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Joining the Swans must have changed your life then, really.
Of course it did. It was
You know what I
like I was
Shaped
on, I was
your
on
life.
Shit.
Shit.
I was on the
That's
road
it,
to
Courtesy,
ruin.
but-
I grew up in Birmingham. My parents died when I was 14. I didn't care whether I lived or died. I started playing the thing that I loved from 14 until I was 20. I played in the park with my mates, and then we played my first season at Craigley. We played Swansea in pre-season, and we battered them football-wise. I'm talking about, imagine a team from the lowest league you've ever playing against professionals
Yeah.
and embarrassing them.
Right.
I think they just beat us 3-2 because they played a bit of extra time.
Yeah.
Frank Burrows and Bobby Smith. Hey, Bobby. X-Red. He sat at the ground with our manager, wouldn't leave, 12 o'clock at night. Right?
Really?
Yeah, wouldn't leave. And he said, I think I was 21, 22 at the time. And I went, you joking? Because, like, I'm old.
Yeah, it's like as if you.
And
'cause
people,
you lost
don't,
that
people,
at the
don't come
time.
to, people don't come to Birmingham, where I'm from, and take footballers because there was not that type of thing. I thought it was a joke. So he said, "Oh, would you come up to Scotland?" I says, "Oh, I have to find out." I had to take 2 weeks off work, unpaid.
Yeah.
I gone up there, and me and Fordy went up on the train. We got met up Stirling. He was a kid then. He was a youth team. I went up to Stirling. Played against Wraith Rovers and Ayr United. I think I scored in both games and made an equaliser with the old
Yeah.
over the top. And I think Doug Sharp was the chairman then, and he turned around, Frank, and says, "Oh, I've seen enough. You know, the fact that you've got on that train, come up here, performed, and interacted, you've shown your hunger." And I says, "Oh." So when are you going to come and pick me up from Birmingham and to come to Wales? Every day? No, you have to move down. I went, to Wales? He says, yeah. I went, oh, okay. So Fordy negotiated my contract. I was just happy to play football. 250 quid. Yeah, where do I sign?
Where's Fordy's bird?
Huh?
Where's Fordy's bird from down the road?
No, she was from Birmingham, from Stourbridge. Me and him came down. We stayed in the Glevden.
Was Fordy in that team with you?
Yeah. Stayed in the
Both of them,
Glevden.
Yeah.
On Oystermouth Road. Met Gary and his wife, Pat, lovely people.
We talked about.
Then we moved. Fordy moved to Clydach, and I loved it there because it was a little rabbit hutch, two up, two down. I had my own room. He sort of he was old head on young shoulders. He kept me in check, but the amount of times I went out and got smashed because I was troubled. But I'd never do it. When there was a game, we used to go to Sloane's. We had a day off. The Tuesday night or whatever. Wednesday night was footballers' night, and you go out and have a drink.
The rib cage was in the marina. That
was it. That's Sloane's. It's a Chinese restaurant now.
Where was it all set? Where would you have gone in your day? Where would you have gone?
Sloane's and Time and Envy.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? The one that was on the Kingsway.
Martha's.
Yes. Yeah, and then there's a Steak by Night.
Yeah.
And then at 5 o'clock in the morning. I remember once I was to pull the bird, and I was walking back.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
I was.
The real pints for these three and the gentleman.
Are you Chloe?
I am,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, Chloe.
There we go.
Brilliant. Thank
And the
you.
other ones?
I was
Oh, we have
walking
a
down
coach,
the back road, the Kingsway is the other road adjacent to it. That way. Walking down there.
Thank you,
I
Cliff.
saw
Thank you
Jimmy
very
River.
much.
It was 6 o'clock. I saw Jimmy River opening a shop, and I had to hide behind the car and sneak back to get a taxi to go to Clydach. I never
Clydach. I'm trying to imagine Big John living in Clydach.
It's like you can't go from inner city to like a little village.
I was the only black man in the village.
All the workers are on their way to the morning, innit? He's running down at 80 miles an hour to get a paper. They don't know what's in it, do they? 100% the first black man in Clydach fucking this century. Yeah, definitely.
Fordy lived there for 10 years. The house never raised the house price in 10 years. I said, "Do you make any money?" He said, "You know what? I didn't. It stayed the same price." I went, "Goodbye." The funny thing with Fordy, every Christmas, since I got divorced, I got divorced about 10, 12 years ago. I spend Christmas with him and his family because I've always have done and never break tradition. And I go there every year. I'm godfather to one of his kids. And the rapport we've got, people just they don't get it. They just think, how can you be friends with him? He's horrible. I said, I've put up with him for so long. I said, we've been mates since 1989.
Yeah.
And go away every year, on my birthday, around my birthday. And I just think to myself, I owe a lot to him as a person who sort of formed me to sort of. I could have I had loads of fights when I first came down because I was a bit feral.
Yeah.
And he stopped me from losing the plot. I got him to thank a lot for my time down here. And as I said, it's like the unit. The 3 times I came down here, no time was any different. I felt part of the family.
Yeah.
And I'd die for the boys and look after them and meeting Knocker, meeting Coatsy. I met you from the first time I came down here, and you were quite close with Fordy, weren't you, as well? And you think back and you think football now. You don't have that.
No, 100%. You
And
can't.
that's why, I said, everybody looks out for themselves individually. What can I gain? They don't think about the fan. They don't think about the club. They only think about themselves. And even when you look at it, I wouldn't be surprised if some of them who got relegated wouldn't give a shit.
Well, it looked that way. It looked that way.
I'll get another move.
It looked apparent for a large part of last season that there were certain players that were just there for the coin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course it is.
I went to quite a few games last year.
Straight over them, they moving on.
Yeah.
If it's true about Norton chucking in a transfer request an hour after, then he should have done us a favour and chucked it in at the start of the season because he's been worthless. You know what I mean?
Who? Which one?
Kyle Norton.
Story goes, hour after
Is
the
he from
game.
down south?
He's nice from Sheffield, isn't he?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So the story goes, hour after the game, he's handed a transfer request. Now to me,
There's
even
time
a
in
bit-
it.
it's fucking timing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but you down there then now. One of the boys, someone would have. Yeah,
Nottingham.
Right,
Yeah.
Yeah, back then.
Really?
Yeah, you don't do that.
You just
Disrespectful.
Well, you don't
Yeah.
have fucking
But you
do
can't do
that,
that now
Yeah.
because they'll go to they'll have you on camera, they'll have you on video, they'll get you
Yeah.
done. Back in the day, you know what? You'd have to do what you needed to do, and like we'd all live and die together like that day against Hull. All right, everyone talks about it. That was an emotional day for me.
Oh, I bet.
I exhaled at the end of the game, and I couldn't believe it that we stayed up. And like people say, oh, you know, if you got something to play for, you fighting your whole life
Yeah.
for it. And relegation is you don't. I've had it on my CV. I didn't want it again. Not with the club that I started my career with.
No.
And I'm glad that you know.
I think
You
the
look
game
like where
before
Swansea
was
have
fucking
ended.
emotional.
You look where the
Well,
Cardiff have
it-
ended
yeah.
as well.
When
Yeah.
Rochdale,
Rochdale.
big,
fucking hard.
yeah.
Because if we didn't win that, you fucked the last game anyway.
Got a good photo in the house of that game.
That's the game that's underrated,
come off
isn't
last
it?
Yeah.
Rogers,
Yeah.
like, me and Jenks are walking off the pitch, and
Rochdale away.
Rogers got his arms around a pair of us, and me and Jenks just looked like scared shitless.
Drained.
Yeah.
We just won our face like that. Do you know what I mean? Good pitch.
Was that
got in the
Rochdale
house,
away?
yeah. He had the black kit on there.
See that?
Oh yeah.
It's a trap, not
I
a
come
trap,
off.
was it?
Couple of minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
Lenny
yeah.
John
Yeah,
Rose,
Travellers.
Roberto.
I was on the bench then with, I think it was Mumford.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And he was in my in calling rubber face fucking
Yeah, Mumps didn't like.
You know what the
I
worst,
don't
the
know.
worst time I ever had here?
there. I'm behind him.
Colin had
I
his.
called fucking rubber
How did he ever get
face.
this
fucking-
Funny enough, we was talking about him
Yeah.
just now. So,
When did he
he
want
was
you on?
manager,
Silly
was he?
cunt.
It was something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was something.
Just
It was on time under the money.
Oh, it was weird.
Hmm?
And Peter Nicholas, the
Which one?
spitting man, he used to just spit him when he talked like Roy Hattersley, just spitting you like.
Remember Colin Hardson? One day I think he was ill Christmas time or something else, so he couldn't, and then obviously Nico had to take the team.
Yeah.
And I think it was Rochdale, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sure it was Rochdale. He come in, he's screaming at me now. I just had to put a book or something to cover my head because he was just spitting. You know, we just, I can't remember if I said something.
Can you stop spitting?
I don't think Flinney was a great coach, was he? I think Roberto took done well. He took Kev Reeves, didn't he? He was clever, Roberto.
Yeah.
Kev Reeves is a good
Kev
guy.
Reeves was the good coach,
yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was the.
He was
Flick-
very
He struggled
good.
when he was on his
One of
own.
the first
didn't he?
£1 million players.
Flinney was a good coach for
He struggled when he was on his own, Flinney.
Man
didn't he?
management, he
Brits.
can't handle the players. He
All the
can't handle.
midfielder.
Oh, no, Flinney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't handle confrontation. But he's good at what he does. He knows what he wants to do.
Yeah,
But he
yeah,
can't
yeah.
get it across. And
Yeah.
Kevin can.
Kevin done that.
Kevin's
for
got
him.
a better personality.
maybe that's why Flynn excelled with like the under 23s and that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
You
definitely.
know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if we've got a gang of under 21, right, looking at those three now, it's three fucking characters here, fucking all totally fucking different,
Yeah.
big fucking characters. Whereas if Flynn's got the under 21s,
Yeah.
it's a little bit less.
Yeah.
He's
They'll
the
listen
character,
to
and
it.
he-
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
looking at
yeah,
He
him
likes
like-
that, yeah.
Yeah, he likes to
that.
be in
Likes that,
control and in
doesn't he?
charge. He's not a bad person. He's not horrible. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But as I said, there was a lot of strong personalities in that dressing room.
Yeah.
Wasn't there? I was experiencing, and I was
Yeah.
really.
And I
really
tell you,
like
he done amazing, Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny John Rose come down. Oh, you could tackle him, couldn't he?
Yeah.
He gets forgotten because James Thomas had the hat trick.
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
forgotten
Yeah.
what he
What a
he's
nice
good.
guy, like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
lovely
And the
kid.
boys, the boys, he was coming down, what, twice a week was he coming down?
Yeah, from
Oh,
up
I've
north.
never seen anyone tackle like him.
He was a powerful
What,
bloke,
what
wasn't
a, you know,
Yeah.
when he tackled you,
he? I don't even know
cringe
where he is
yourself,
now.
do you know
What's
what I
he
mean?
doing
He's
now?
a teacher.
Teacher he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
That up in
Yeah.
Berry Way, isn't he? Or,
I put something on Twitter a while back. Don't never forget Lenny
Nice
John
guy.
Rose or something.
Really
It was
nice
like the
guy,
anniversary of the 4-2 game. I said never forget Lenny John. And someone tagged him in. He's on Twitter. I
oh,
said,
is
yeah,
he
he's
on
a
Twitter?
teacher.
Is he?
Yeah.
Nice guy. What a
Yeah,
nice guy,
lovely
like.
guy.
How did you end up
Whatever
saying
happened to
this
that the little winger that came down with him? Remember the winger that was with him?
Mailer.
Brad Mailer.
Yeah, where's he? Did he get a contract?
He was
yet?
alright,
Manchester,
Mailer was.
didn't
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
went back to Manchester.
Yeah.
He scored a hat-trick, remember?
Yeah.
Flinney was plugging him all the time,
Oh,
encouraging him.
Well,
And then
yeah.
he had an hat-trick one day.
Yeah.
It was the
For
first,
all
wasn't it? The
he
first
did.
game of the season
Yeah.
after.
It's
To
Berry,
become-
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in and
He
out
was
all
in and
the
out, yeah,
time.
but inconsistent.
Yeah, the formation used to kill me under Flinney, didn't it?
Who?
Flinney played with a right wing and no one on the left, didn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Pad, what did you just ask Mickey then? Because someone, you know, when, like, you know that John's coming on
Yeah.
and you were coming on, people were messaging me, and someone messaged me, did you know Mickey married a soccerette from Soccer AM? Is that true?
Mrs. from Swansea.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I went back up north for about, left in 2004, went back up a bit more, about 6 years, so
Yeah.
about, I think it was me, I didn't think I'd get a contract at the last mark. I had a stress fracture in my back, got back fit, but when your back goes, you.
Oh fuck!
I was really lucky with injuries,
Yeah,
and then it tore my hamstring, ruptured my calf.
Yeah.
So I thought I was coming to the end. I was only probably 29, maybe 30, 29. So I thought, right, I've only got 18 months left. We bought an house down here. My missus come back, and I stayed up there.
Yeah.
Stayed up with my mum's, and I travelled. The Morecambe manager at the minute, Jim Bentley. I travelled in with him. He met Jim on my stand doing
stand do.
and I used to travel.
Say no more, John. We'll save that for after as well.
So yeah, I ended up. We were always going to come down, bring the kids in school down here. I loved it in Swansea, so that's why we ended up coming
A
back
lot,
down.
a lot of players
What was the
from
question,
all
mate?
over.
Sorry.
No. So
Even,
just say someone had said to me
Reed,
that you
Paul
married
Reed.
the Swansea
Yeah,
was
sorry,
on
sorry,
Soccer
sorry.
AM,
Yeah.
He's really down here.
Yeah.
And like, he's a proper hardcore Brummie. If you see, he used to play for
I
Leicester.
thought Paul Reed was a fucking Swansea boy.
He
No,
speaks
we-
Welsh
we-
now.
we-
He's adopted the language.
I didn't know you were still living here until that day when it kicked off with my old man. Do you know this story? What
Go on,
happened,
let's hear
right?
it.
This is how I first started talking to Mickey on Twitter, right? So I'm up in here now, my boy and your daughter are the same age, and
I run
Anastasia.
under 10s, yeah.
Right. So I'm watching the game now, and Carl Chapman, one of the boys I know from old,
Boy, yeah.
his boy was just about to sign for Anastasia,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I see Chappie, and he goes, "Oh, my boy's signing for Anastasia," and my boy was on the other pitch. I go, yeah. I said, "Oh, who runs the team?" I said, "Oh, Mickey Howard runs this team." I said, "Well, ex-Swans Mickey Howard." He said, "Yeah." And then, honestly, like that, I heard Scouse accent across the other side. Oh, fucking hell. I said, I didn't even know fucking Mickey Howard was still in Swansea. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Fucking outside." And as he said, and your daughter went up the wing with the ball. He was asking me about the team he was, because I seen Anastasia, we played loads of times.
Yeah.
We've played him, my boy's the same age. I said, "Yeah." I said, "He got some good kids." I said, "You got one kid who's a really good boy, the best boy we've got."
I don't know. We split them, we do, so I'm not too sure who was.
Maybe he's on the other team.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said, "He's a good boy." I said,
Yeah.
and I said, "The girl, blonde hair," I said, "She plays well every time I see her." "That's Mickey Howard's daughter," he said. I said, "Oh, fucking hell." I said, "Fucking mad, isn't it?" So we play a couple of games, and then the last game is against Mickey's team. So my boy plays in goals, but my old man stand behind the goals, right? I stands away because I leave my boy do. He's got to make his own decisions, isn't he? Right? So I'm standing on the other side of the pitch with a couple of the other parents, and it was a close game. I think we were like 2-1 up or something. The next thing, and my old man's headbanger, like flat out headbanger. So
didn't know that at the time.
right. So he's down behind the goals, right? And I can just see my old man shouting and Mickey shouting, and I say to Mal, no boys next to me, I say, "What the fuck's going on now?" Right? Because I just know my old man's like, and he's going, "The fucking ball was out." My old man's going, "The ball was out. If the ball was out, the ball's out." You know what I mean? He's going like this, right? And Mickey said to him, "It's got nothing to do with you. You shouldn't be making decisions," which is true, which is absolutely true. But my old man said, "Look, I'm just saying the ball's out." So anyway, I'm looking over and I'm going, I know my old man's like, right? I'm going, his final whistle goes, he's going to come over, he's going to pull it. I'm thinking, there's going to be there's going to be an Evening Post ex-Swans player rolling around on the floor with 60-year-old fucking band like this.
60-year-old counselling boy. Yeah. The best thing is, his daughter and Prince's son are probably going, "Look at these two jellies."
So the fucking
Kevin Nugent,
the final whistle goes, and all the kids are coming in, they're shaking hands. I can see my old man coming, he can't leave it, like, right? I'm going, "Oh, fucking hell." So I start making my way over, and he comes over, and he's like, "Yes, you fucking..." My old man don't like his honesty being questioned. He's the most honest man in the world, like, and he probably, if the ball must have been out, there's no way he would have said it was out otherwise, right? And he's going,
My old man's fucking sick.
and he's going, and he's got the finger out to Mickey, and I'm going, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
I've got the kids all around me. So generally got the kids all around me. I'm in the middle of the circle, and next minute I didn't see him coming. And next minute I'm thinking, "Oh, boys, I'm in trouble." I remember little Charlie next to me. His shoulders are going like. He walks back off, and I'm thinking, I think one of the dads come up to me and said, "Oh, that's Billy, that is your local league." But Andy is. I've got two kids on my shoulder walking back, two under my arm.
I walk over.
Glasses on.
I walks over, I grabs my old man by the arm, I said, "When you fucking grow up, right?" He's like fucking, my old man's 61 now, he's recovering from fucking cancer, like, right? And he's still in the fucking ready to go on a pitch to fight Mickey, like, after a fucking kid's game. I'm like, "What's wrong with you? Like, when will you ever fucking grow up?"
I'd been on my works night out the night before as well. Oh, I had the stinking hangover. Got in at 4 in the morning. Oh, last thing I needed, as you know what I mean?
But it's like, well, that's
Yeah.
literally how I approached. Yes, because I told that story on the podcast, which seems like forever ago now.
Yeah,
So, and I can't remember what it was, and
Probably
Mickey
only a few
heard
months
it.
ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mickey heard it, and then Mickey messaged me, and then we were talking. And I said, Mick, you'll have to come on sometime, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was like, right, he's on my list of people I like to come in.
And
then-
to-do list.
I was trying. Yeah, I had a list of dates. I was trying to get ahead of myself because we were fucking hopeless, me and him. Well, me, because he don't do fuck all but turn up and be funny. And I was like, so I gave Mickey first choice of about 8 dates,
Yeah.
and then he said, well, you got to do this date because Willow's coming.
I knew he was
down,"
coming
said,
down
yeah.
then.
And I was like, what?
Well,
two?
tomorrow. I'm coming down tomorrow, but I'm here.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, you're coming down like
My
before,
daughter, my
weren't
daughter's born in Swansea.
Is he? Yeah,
Yeah, she still lives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Still lives here?
Yeah, she's
No
fluent Welsh. Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck,
amazing.
no, she's better than me and you. Man. He can't speak a fucking
Oh,
word.
class.
Fluent in Welsh. She's graduating from
fucking
uni in Cardiff in July.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she lives up by Glenethley.
Ah, like, yeah.
Teach me a few Welsh
Was that
words.
Atlanta?
Yeah. And
So
then-
you back and forth quite
all
regularly.
the time, yeah. But she's in Cardiff, so I was, you know, it's
Yeah,
short
yeah, yeah.
there. But I come to Swansea like at least once a month
Really?
just to chill.
Yeah,
Paddy's,
yeah.
Paddy's
My happy
definitely getting
place.
you signed on for the Saints.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. That's my dream.
Might only have one running the channel though, Pat.
Mate,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, that's
Hey, they
enough.
pulled me out.
Well, you
they
can
pulled me
sign
out-
courts
they pulled me
easier
out
as
last
well. Mickey's fucked, you can't sign him, he's all over the place.
week.
Walk the bike.
What, you come to this game tomorrow?
No,
You're busy washing your hair.
no, I don't know. I've seen the thing on Twitter for the game
Yeah.
for like about a month now,
Yeah.
and it's passed me by, and it's only yesterday I looked and saw the players,
Yeah.
and like a Q&A at the end. I thought Champions League's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Villa.
I'd be a fucking
Yeah.
Villa.
Yeah.
I thought. It's only now I'm thinking.
It was a great night
That'd be a
last
fucking
year.
great
Pat.
day.
Great night
Yeah?
last year. One of the good time to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna go to that. Then we're gonna watch the Villa game. Then we're gonna watch the Champions League. So
Yeah,
all good in the hood.
sounds a fucking good day.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
all
where
right.
they watching that too? It's not going to be down there.
Well, at your house. I'm not staying over there. I'm coming over here. I'm stopping at yours again, son. Get my couch ready, kids.
Play the best.
Two muscle men.
These
His
two-
son, like, I was at his house last year.
Yeah.
I remember his kids being this big.
Yeah.
I seen these kids 6 packs ripped. I was like that. I can't see these your kids.
The reason why I got there is me and Mum for
They dumped me.
These two said we'll stay in Europe, we'll jump in top and tail with you. And me and Mum's had a bit of a diabetic thingy about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
He can't really drink anymore because he's a faggot, isn't he? So he's gone back to the room and I'm speaking to him and he's speaking all. So I went back and checked on him. So we've come back, haven't we? I've got back at the club shut at 4, didn't it?
Yeah, it's
So I've
hotel
got back to
in
the hotel
Carmarthen
for it.
Town Centre.
I'm thinking, Mum's in bed. These two aren't getting in bed with me. Do you know what I mean? So I've gone back. Mum's just about getting round, and I sort of took myself into Mum having a little cuddle. And then these two, me and Mum woke up in the morning. We must have had 500 missed calls. These two were outside in the car. Meant to be in the room with us. Leave
won't say
them
how
be
we got
all right
back.
out there. They look after themselves. And they come out. We had a good night, didn't we?
Yeah, it was very good.
Is Mum's playing tomorrow?
I don't know. I think so. I think he is. Yeah.
He's massive now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Huge.
Right. Well, he had a couple of games for the Saints.
Yeah,
Right?
He could ping
Good
it up.
player.
yeah.
Good player.
He scored about 8 free kicks for us.
Yeah.
No, couldn't do fuck all else, man.
Can't move.
I'm running
You have
on.
to get like a what's them trolleys? A stack truck or something.
I'm running on, shoving his diabetic pills up his ass like a fucking suppository, and then he's sticking one in the stanchion head like Phil Neal. Brilliant. You know what I mean?
Last
Fucking
charity
great.
match, he was up in Penderry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who it was for. He stood in the centre circle. He played the first half. We fucking hammered him because he never, not even
yeah,
got over
played
the
in that,
circle.
yeah.
No,
he didn't
no.
get off the spot. So then we abused him, and he didn't come out. He didn't want to play.
Yeah. Like acting like Joe Montana,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah. Great
Get him out
player.
for free kicks. Get him out there.
Yeah.
He's class already.
He's
player.
a good lad, mate.
An hell of a
He's
boy.
the funniest kid that I've met in a long time.
You bet, because when he came in, I can just imagine him walking in like he owned the fucking place
Yeah.
from day one, because that's
Is
the
it
way he
like-
is.
We went to
Is he a teacher?
No, he puts teachers into schools
Oh,
like the
right, okay.
what do you call it, the
Supply
supply
teachers and all
teachers.
that.
Mm.
He organises them going into schools and that. But he knows a lot of people, Mum. So he does well. He works hard, Mum. So
He's
long
definitely a
hours.
social
Uni and
butterfly.
he's-
Yeah.
So we go down to PFA do with him.
Yeah.
We go down to PFA do, and you know when PFA do me.
I've never ever been to any of them, you know.
First of all, me and Mum, when we went to go, and we bought our suits, and we said, remember that? Cousins, we bought all our suits. You might not have been
That's
there.
why he didn't go, John.
We got beat 7-1 of them. Got beat 7-1 away at Hartlepool. All the boys are ready. All the suits are on the coach, ready to go. Coach is like, "You're not going, boys. After you can't go to
After
London
that.
like that." I'm like that. You know. we're going to London, it's all booked, our hotels are booked, everything. Put a stop to it. I went one year with Muff, and
Was that when John
It was-
Orleans is...
we all went, there's like 7 or 8 of us went
was a
there.
cameraman?
You were there. You were...
Oh, no.
You were getting your old boy out in the cartoon, weren't you? You put the window down and he just went coatsy, put it away. But me and Mum would come out the club. Defoe was there, Owen was there. I think it was Defoe. No, Defoe was going out. Was he going out with Owen's sister or something at the time? So something like
Beckham's
that.
sister.
Beckham's sister. They were all there and they're coming out and they're saying, you got all these fellas there in taxis and all these prostitutes and saying 250 quid, boys, 250 quid. You know, that's fucking weak wages, that, you know. We're straight to the nightclubs, me and Mum, do you know what I mean? Never forget going home, we got this taxi. It wasn't a taxi, it was a normal car, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As we're pulling up in the lights, we're about 5 in the morning, we're half cut, and then there's a knock on the taxi window of the car, and it's Dermot Reeve, the taxi driver, the cricketer, England cricketer.
Right, yeah.
He's just knocking on the window. Have a good night, boys, did you? We're like, I can sort your small ball out, Dermot. So the conversation with Dermot Reeve at 5 in the morning. Like, oh, good night, good times, good lad, Murphy. He's good on a night out, like, you know.
Oh,
He's
he's a
class.
fucking
Cracking on a
bit.
night out.
He's a funny kid.
This is our generation. It's totally fucking different.
It's a different
isn't it?
game.
You know?
Lucky because now we didn't, you know, no phones, no videos, you know. I think the Boundy was the first one, never forget him. He was like on the internet, do you know what I mean? And
Right, yeah.
he was on the websites and that. And I remember going out with him. I think we played. It might have been I can't remember what game it was. We had a game on it. It might have been the playoff game, Scunthorpe. And we went out after it. We won the home game. You win, you go out, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And then, you know, we were out. And I remember being in one of the kebab shops with him. This lad's giving me loads of shit in the kebab house. Fucking disgrace. Scouse wanky. Shouldn't be out. Got a big game in a week. You know, out of order. I'm so alright, mate, yeah, alright, so, trying to that's like Boundy's laughing his head off in the background, like, he's going to go, he's a big, you know.
He's a big man, isn't he? Yeah.
Pick on that fucking Man Mountain over there, mate, do you know what I mean? So I've said something, and he comes in Monday morning, Boundy, and no matter how pissed he is, Boundy can train like anything,
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Machine,
Like
you
he's
know
never
what I
had a drink.
Really?
So he comes
Powerhouse.
in, he starts saying to me,
Train
we're all over
fucking
the...
goals and stops the ball going in.
all over the internet, you call this lad a sheep shagging wanker and all. Like, why? He's you know, you're talking to me, come on. Quite a big thing at the time, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
was it when it first started?
It's not something to say in the middle of kebab house, middle of Swansea, do you know what I mean? No, it was just like the internet coming in, and then, do you know what I mean? And little stories were sneaking out, but we were really lucky, our era, we were very lucky.
We'd be in trouble now, wouldn't
Yeah.
we? Some of the things we got.
You know, we had one of our Christmas dues in Club Cameo. Do you know what I mean? One of the Christmas dues in Club Cameo in town.
Is that when we all dressed up as women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When would that ever happen now?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
We all dressed up as women. Someone wanted
You'd
to
have
fight
to
Roger.
organise
Someone
it,
wanted to fight Roger in that one.
I don't know. Roger never used to come with the pike and go, didn't he?
And Pacos, above Pacos.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what down now. Eh?
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
all been there, Jim.
Yeah.
Roberto introduced us to that. That's when it all changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody foreigners.
Well, like, you know, this,
Sorry. I didn't mean that.
this is the thing, like, the boys that we've had in, the ex-pros that we've had in,
Yeah.
U3 now, Month, Trans, they're all down to earth, like, you could all do this and do it all day, it's just
Yeah.
sitting on now and the bullshit and then
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about the
have
good
the crack,
times,
yeah.
it's easy, but can you imagine me sitting here with Kyle Norton in fucking 10 years' time, or
Yeah.
it's
No,
not
it
going
ain't
to
gonna
happen, is it?
This
you
is
know?
one of the things I said. It's like this charity
I
game
don't know,
tomorrow.
it might be interesting to
How
see
many
their
of them
side
are going
though,
to come
do you know what I
back
mean?
and do
Oh, I'd
that?
love to.
No, but
Yeah.
it might move on.
None of them.
Like,
Not
whole thing
one.
then.
Yeah,
How many of them are going to come back and give something back to Swansea and say, oh, you know what?
Not one.
That team
Yeah,
helped
exactly,
me.
No,
that,
what-
they only look at that
Yeah.
one.
I hope they do,
You might get one or two.
but they'll have to get a
Oh, we
fight.
get Rangel.
Rangel loves it
the one
here.
that's
He ain't going to
got
leave.
guts.
He will stay in Swansea. He loves it here.
Yeah?
No.
Do you know, I just
He does.
start
He's a
another
lovely
rumour.
guy, he is.
Should we start another
Lovely
rumour?
man.
I heard a whisper this week that he's going to DC United.
Who that?
Rangel
Oh, good for them.
to play
Yeah, great way to spend your family last, like, you know.
Yeah.
last year.
Only days
DC.
though.
He deserves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, but the only thing is, if you're going to
Well,
America,
Rooney's supposed to go now, yeah, but obviously,
do you really want to go to DC United?
Where's DC?
Washington. see?
Washington. But it's DC,
Yeah.
the owners of us, now
Yeah.
it's Levine and Captain, they own DC United as
yeah.
well, see?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what it
So
is.
it's
He's going to
like-
do that for a year and then he's coming back coaching. That's what I was told.
Back at Swansea.
There we are. It's another
I
bit,
couldn't see him
another bit of
staying
gossip.
here.
Starts
If
all
someone's
sorts of
got the
shit.
heart that he's got to do what he did at
Yeah, I saw
Go
that
to the car
today.
and do that. Right, they got my vote all day. And I've met that kid in Tatey's testimonial. What a lovely... He does his history, he does his background checks on everybody.
Really?
A lovely kid.
So you come on and he knows Big John, like,
I
you
don't
know.
know how. But he said to me, oh yeah, I know you.
No, that's class.
And like, The funny thing about it is you get people who are genuine and people who are fake. I came down with my missus' son and went to the game, and he went, Ledge. I don't know you. He shook my hand. He said, "Oh, big man, nice to see you coming back and all that." I said, "Oh, what's happening?" And he said, "Oh, yeah, just, getting on with things." And as I said, he's genuinely a nice kid. And he's got a heart of gold. And there's not many of them that I could honestly say that about, because some of them are so up themselves.
Well, you know what he did. This is a while back. The club that we're involved in, the Saints. My youngest boy plays for the Saints, and one of the fathers of one of the older teams, he was dying of cancer, so they were trying to pay for him to go to Disneyland Paris, right, with the whole family and everything. They were raising money and then he found out he couldn't fly because he was too ill. So they were going to go to Bluestone for a week. So someone got hold of Rangel and said, "Look, can we auction? Can you get some pair of boots or something to auction?" That's why. Told his missus about it, and they got together. They paid for the whole family to go to Bluestone for a week.
That's
Going above and beyond, isn't
And
it?
it's a Spanish kid. When you meet someone, you think, you know what, you're a good man. I met him last year for the first time. He never walked past me without saying hi.
Yeah, that's class.
And that's like Jamie Redknapp. Never, you meet them once.
Did this, sorry? Jamie Red.
Yeah, you meet them once,
Right.
you make an impact. They always remember you.
Fucking been
fucking awesome.
Seeing so many of my mates and knowing what Swansea is, it's not exactly a fucking rich town, is it? And then you've got people on 40 fucking grand, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make any. It's like.
Couldn't have.
Well, the story is that Boney walked in Debenhams and said, "Where's the Louis Vuitton section?"
Who said that?
Boney. Wilfred Boney had gone in. Where's the Louis Vuitton? We've only just started selling Rocha John Rocha. And he's looking for fucking Louis Vuitton. Fucking
He's
hell.
down to London, son.
Fucking hell.
I heard he's a very nice guy though.
Yeah.
I don't
Wilfred.
know. Yeah, that's what I was told.
They're out the way now as well, though, in Fairwood, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Is that what they're trained now?
Yeah.
so they're out
Big
the way from everybody.
multi-million
really,
pound complex, isn't this?
What happened to the last place that was down here?
Landor's still there, that's a kid's, isn't
Hey,
it?
Lando, my mate
Yeah.
Phil texted me earlier.
Because that's where they used to
If he
be.
went Wales, once a little walk around, let him know. Tomorrow.
We'll have a little tour,
Wales is
yeah.
really going to
But
look.
you know
want to
what?
look
It's
around
great to see
fucking
how big the club
RTV.
has become. You look at like when they were like that in the 80s, in Swansea played in Division 1, and they come from. We was part of the journey, the club being right at the bottom, near extinction or going out of the league, not extinction, going out of the league, and now it's climbed the leagues, got to the promised land, stayed there for a number of years, and they're going to get the Sky money or whatever the parachute payments. Let's hope they can get themselves back up.
Do you give the kids the best chance to make it, haven't they?
Yeah, and that's what I've
I mean,
always
Landor's
noticed. They always
yeah, it's
produce
unbelievable.
players from homegrown. There's always a kid from Swansea or who's in the squad or in and around, and that's what I love about this club.
I've been talking about this. Centre forward. We haven't had a centre forward from Swansea.
Since who?
been
Was
a
the
long
last
time.
one? James Thomas?
No,
James
but he
Town.
didn't come yet.
He came from
Yeah, but he's
Blackburn.
still from Swansea, don't
No,
he?
but that's what I mean. Is
Yeah.
there
They grew him in Liam Callum
Jason
now,
Bowen?
isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen him a few times.
Yeah, I've seen him, yeah.
Good finish,
Probably-
yeah.
He's from Merthyr.
You're talking. What did you say with the big knob?
Jimmy Harris.
Jimmy Harris.
Johnny Keaveney.
And
Keys,
that's
yeah.
John Keaveney.
Keys,
Yeah.
what a
No,
Whatever
fella.
happened to Robbo?
What a nice lad.
Which
Keys.
one?
Playing in
Robbo, the little
Chelsea,
winger,
centre
yeah.
forward. That's
God,
all.
Where is he?
Yeah.
No. How the fuck haven't we organised and had more they said about these AstroTurfs in it now because we're not in the Premiership. They're going to reluctant to make two. They should have done all the Swansea and start to get Brits to do and start looking for a
Well, you
centre
know
forward.
yourself, mate,
And
how
have
many
that,
games are called
and
off because
emphasise
of
and have
that.
extra
Yeah.
training for all of them and try and manipulate
Some
it
great kids about
in a
right
way.
though, isn't there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see some of the
I
kids and
think
you
so.
think,
I see some of the talent I say with the 10s, my boys with it, my youngest boys with the 7s. You just go, how can them
yeah,
kids do
I know.
that? Like, you know what I mean?
baffles me. He spoke about Chappie's boy, he's been released from Swans, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And you think, I see him as a centre half, and I'm looking at it. I don't know what much more he could do as a 10-year-old kid than he,
I think
outstanding.
it's too soon for them to go.
Outstanding.
Way
It is
too
too
soon.
soon.
I'd never
It
let
is.
my
But that's
kid
what I
go
mean,
to a
there should
football
be
club at
something
10
not-
years old.
not-
That's
when
what
I-
I'm
But
saying.
when I
done it,
should be
Why?
something
You're going to have your
set
heart
up, keep it-
broken and you'll never want to play football
Sure,
again.
exactly.
Go and enjoy your
Organisations
football.
where-
What are you doing, man?
But when I do it, when the twice a week we used to train. Talk about schoolboys
That was
earlier.
full time.
Tuesday, Thursday, an hour on a Tuesday night, an hour on a Thursday night. Gerard, no one a year younger than me, was Fowler Carrier, a couple of years older, worked for them. they're training 4 or 5 nights a week. You're thinking, at a young age, you're thinking, they might be professional golfers. They might be, I don't know, might be after, they might win the Rumble Rose Trophy like Willow did. You know what I mean?
When you see 7-year-old kids signing forms,
Yeah,
you just think,
What are you
fuck
doing?
me.
Yeah.
Mate, when
It's
I was
wrong.
7,
I think it's wrong.
When I was 7, I struggled to wipe my own ass and put a man on the back of telly. You know what I mean? And then he signing fucking
I come
forms.
down
Where
to
I
Swansea.
grew
I had
up,
my first
where I
bat in
grew up,
Swansea.
right, in Birmingham, right, it was so competitive. Everybody was good, so nobody
Yeah.
was good.
Like,
Right?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
you think to yourself, there's better players there than me that
Yeah,
never made
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And I'm thinking,
There
well,
always is, there always will be,
Yeah.
won't there?
Yeah.
how is that
Always will be.
possible?
No, but that's
And
trying,
I
that's trying to encourage. There's always going to be like that. So somewhere along the line, we've missed centre forwards who
Yeah.
could have been.
yeah.
How can we encourage and keep an eye
Yeah.
and basically train them?
I don't
How
know, the
can
way
we train
Mason,
and give them
I think
extra
you centre
training and
forwards.
try and look for a centre
Yeah,
forward.
Yeah, you centre forwards, you spend your money on your centre forward, or you.
Yeah, that's a big prize.
Not
isn't
an
it?
harder to do than being
Yeah.
a centre forward.
Score guaranteed goals,
Yeah.
not 4.
But like your
or 5.
fullbacks, you've got
You want
to,
20,
as an
30 goals a
academy,
season, guaranteed.
you've got to be churning fullbacks out of the
Look at Harry
academy.
Kane. He's
I mean?
like, they say he's homegrown, right? He does what it says on the tin. He scores 30 goals a year.
Yeah.
He don't excite you enough, but he bursts the net every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
There's got to be
Quality.
somebody in Swansea that does that.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
That's
Well,
a little
because
bit
it doesn't
special, do you know what I mean? It
fit-
takes he's had a chance. Fullbacks for me, your wingers can play there,
Yeah.
your centre midfielders can play
Totally agree.
fullbacks.
No one grows up.
No one should have to buy
No one grows up
Nobody
wanting to
can
be Gary
finish.
Neville.
Gary Neville,
You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have to spend 50 million on a right back.
No, I
But out
totally
of
agree.
You know what I mean?
thousands of kids,
And
along
then
the way,
Especially the way they play now.
Yeah.
You can't
They
even
wing
tell
it,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Centre
Do this,
midfielders
try
can play
this
right
way.
back,
Kirk
left back.
was
Yeah.
Do you know what I
done the
mean? You shouldn't have
Because
to
series.
buy.
you do find a lot of
finishing.
kids who are centre
And this
midfielders.
will
Yeah.
up the level of all
Centre
the
halves
kids
are
coming
big
up
enough.
then
Yeah.
will be
Do you know what I
that
mean?
much better.
Football's
Whether
changed
there'll be
so
enough
much,
to gain
so-
in this one is another thing. I don't know.
I just think it should be churning them out
It's
of every
something
academy.
which
Yeah.
should be set up for that. Go around encouraging all the
The thing is, you
all
look
the
at it and you
local
just think
coaches.
the amount of players that come from outside to come and play in that team, right? Will they care as much as the lad who comes from Swansea?
Yeah.
Would it mean more to them?
No, of course not.
Okay, I understand. You know, you have to do what's right for the club and taking the club forward, but I really do think we need to start looking and saying, hold on, let's build from within, because they're going to have more passion because it's their hometown. It means more to them.
Yeah.
But Willow, if someone gave you £5 a week when you were 18, mate, you wouldn't be playing when you were 21,
I'd be,
would you? I wouldn't be, do you know what I mean? What would you
Yeah.
do with
That's
£5 a
all
week?
Knocks a lot of
Yeah.
motivation
Yeah.
out of it, yeah.
How could you stay hungry and
in jail.
you know, there's going to be a chance, mate, isn't there? Because listen, they're different now. It's different. The drinking culture's gone.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of things round. That can
Yeah,
take
of
heads,
course.
isn't
Yeah,
there? Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Internet.
yeah.
Tinder.
It's hard. It's hard. To
You speaking from experience,
Yeah.
John.
I'm not on the internet. I'm so old school. I don't even know how to use the internet. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on anything. I'm on my phone and that's
There's
it.
reasons for that, though.
I'm not here. No,
He's banned
No.
from the fuck.
it's not mine.
Alright then, lads, we're not going to keep you any longer. We'd like to thank you, all three of you. Now with the
Oh, lads.
extra special guest at the end.
So apologetic and
No, geez,
sincere.
John,
I'm
it's
sorry,
honestly,
Oh,
no,
fuck,
no,
mate,
fuck,
mate.
don't worry about that.
Apologise,
You know what I
no.
mean? We're glad,
Yeah.
we wish we
Right,
could go on a
filled in
fucking
for it.
night. So, like,
Hey, Coachy's
Coachy
out
did a
of
good
nowhere. Fair play. Fucking hell.
Coachy, son.
Coachy out of
I
nowhere.
heard there was free food.
Hey, there will
I
be.
do.
Denny's,
Denny's.
just put on Paddy's account.
Dennis, bad experience at Dennis.
Really?
Oh, hey, you can't say that. We'll save that for after dark, right? You can tell us the other fucking story.
The Welsh one's nice. In America, I told you the story.
It, I gotta thank a boy fucking who sorted my daughter out tickets for the weekend.
Right.
Fucking Rob Medlam. We've known the Montana boys for
Right.
20 years, and they've been nothing but fucking nuisances. They've got me off it in places. They've got me fucking naked in house parties. They've been nothing but a fucking menace to me. But one of them, Rob Medlam, have come up with the fucking goods this week. My daughter needed tickets to Singleton Park.
Yeah.
And not only...
And my daughter's there.
Yeah. Oh, is it
Mine
really?
is, yeah.
Not only
Yeah,
did he
Radio
fucking
1
sort
thing.
me out, he
Yeah.
also wouldn't fucking charge me.
Yeah.
Top
Right.
man, in all
Yeah.
fairness.
Big him up.
Fucking
Before you
legend.
turn it off, mate, can we just wish Martin Thomas's little lad, all the best.
Yeah, that's true.
He's had a stroke about 3 weeks ago. He
Oh,
has.
never.
He's come through the. He's all right. Like no side effects or nothing. But
Which Martin Thomas is
Martin
that?
Thomas,
It's like all what we
Yeah.
was talking earlier on,
Yeah.
don't we?
but
Yeah.
I'm sure all the Jacks will wish him all the best.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, he's
fuck, yeah,
another
yeah.
icon, another
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
little legend of the club.
He's all right. He has. I think he's on. They're doing all tests at the minute, but 9 years old. Like so.
Oh,
it's-
horrific,
it's-
tragic.
It's mad, yeah.
Tragic.
All the best, Martin and your son and all the family.
Thanks for inviting us, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
boys, we wish we could
Oh,
go on all
nice.
night. If we could go on all night. If I didn't have to go to work at 4, I fucking would. But yeah, thanks very much.
Just want to give another shout out to the Swans for Cancer as well. If you can make it, even though you won't hear this until it's gone, but
No, I'll be on tonight. This
yeah,
one.
Yeah,
we'll be there tomorrow. You'll see me straighting my stuff and Coltsy as well.
I have to now, don't
He texted me actually. I said I'm seeing him tonight. So if you ain't doing anything tomorrow,
I? Early night.
we've got that game and we've got the footballs on after that. A festive football, Champions League and the other one.
It's at Carmarthen Town, yeah.
Yeah, Carmarthen Town
What
FC.
time's kick
What's
off?
that, the Astro?
2:30.
2:30 kick off, Carmarthen Town. Come and see the boys. Strut their stuff.
Boundy's playing. Knocker's got a bad back. Colts is playing.
Mum's going to stand in the centre circle.
Yeah, centre circle Mumford. Kevin Austin. I don't know the song, but it's kind of crude. There'll be-
Toddy.
yeah, Chris Todd.
Chris Todd's
is there.
playing,
Great lad.
This is your
Yeah,
man.
so if you ain't doing anything, get yourselves down.
There we are. Thank you,
Thank
lads.
you, lads.
We're out.
Boys.
Ambition is critical.